Hey guys, and we are live. I hope the sound is working because I have been having a very frustrating vast hour trying to get the internet up. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here. I'm just going to say hi to everybody. Yeah, as I'm going to try and quickly log in to get to Craig. It's good to see you guys. Thank you all for joining me on my birthday debate. We're going to be debating celestial navigation. Sorry about that very late start, but I had absolutely no way of getting hold of anybody. Even my wife's data or mine on my phone just didn't work. The power has been more off today than on, so nothing worked. It is literally, I just got it on now and everything's on. So, I mean, I even went to buy petrol for the generator so I can have the pre-show, and it went away. But thank you everybody for all your blessings and stuff. I really do appreciate all you guys saying happy birthday and everything. Thank you very much. And one thing I have to say, a special shout out to Paul, because I just saw when the internet came on, he sent, let me make sure on this, a $280 PayPal. I was my heart is like really beating. I don't know what to say. Paul, thank you very much. Just like last night with Tony Whitcomb with that £100 super chat, it's insane. Thank you very much for that PayPal, mate. I really have to say thank you to you guys. Thank you for everybody that sent super chats and whatever. It's beyond grateful. Just want to say thank you very much. You guys rock. Yeah, tonight's going to be interesting. Let me just quickly try and get into there with what's that? Mandela Beck Bradley. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for your £5 super chat. Happy birthday. It's another year being 21. Yeah, it's definitely 21 again. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you. I appreciate everything, and you guys rock. I don't know how much more to say. Thank you. Other than, yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. Join with computer order. Okay, let's do this. I hope he's live right now. Hey, FTFE, can you hear me?
Yes. You hear me all right?
Yeah. Oh, finally.
No worries. I figured it would be your power, so I just delayed it by 15 minutes. So I still 5 minutes on my end.
Awesome, thanks. I'm just going to read out my super chats because it's my birthday. I'm getting so much super chats.
Of course you are, and happy birthday to you, buddy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I was struggling for the last hour. I had my generator, I got petrol, everything. So my power's on, but I had no electricity. No power, no internet. The whole of Kabazimbi had no internet for the last 2 hours. We couldn't
Go get that Starlink and see.
We couldn't even use our phone's data. That's how bad it was.
Alright, well, I'll be back in about 10 minutes, okay?
Awesome, that's perfect. Sure, see you now.
Alright, see you in a sec.
Okay, so yeah, guys, thank you, Godzilla37, for your $14 super chat. Really appreciate it. Happy birthday, Flatzoid. Hope you wished the new internet. I love this. The internet provider is actually nothing wrong with it. They don't really give problems. But yeah, the problem with, because we have so many power cuts lately, it seems to be messing everything up. There's some people, like, remember last night our power kept going on and off the whole time. We still seem to be having problems. There's some people that's still sitting without power. They've been sitting without power for 2-3 days now. So yeah, I'm really blessed to say at least I do have power. So yeah, thank you everybody much for the super chats. Thank you Mandela, thank you Godzilla, thank you again Paul, thank you Tony Whitcomb, and everybody else. You guys really rock. I have no other thing than to say thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I wanted to put up my green screen, but I see it doesn't really work with this webcam really well. So it does work with my phone, okay, but I'll I'm gonna get the scaffolding. I'm gonna look at maybe getting it this weekend because I'm gonna get some PVC pipe and make my own scaffolding for that. Hey Nick Volt, good to see you too. Professor Harvester, Moxie, Oxbow, Spirit, Mark the Uranus, Peanut, Bobby Zinger, Better Than Gold, Glenn Sash. Who else did I see there? Iron FE, Sea Lightning, 300. Good to see you guys. Alan Nordstrand, thank you for coming. Jeff Gashead, Geometria Wombat, Original D Rose. Who else? PJ Krugsang, good to see you, mate. FTFE, Marzan R, my wife is in. That's good. Michael Khan, thank you for coming. Dustin Bones, to see you. Plain the Truth, thank you for coming. There's quite a lot of people in. I just hope I don't miss any names. Plain Our Truth, I said that in REM. So yeah, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Thank you all for coming. And Terry Yokom, hello. Terry says, and me too, Terry. Yeah, it's great to see you guys. Maybe while we're waiting for him, I can quickly go into Element. And I can join in Element because we've got Michael and Paul in there. How are you doing, Michael and Paul? And PJ? I hope you guys can hear me. Hello? I don't think they can hear me, guys. Or I can't hear them. Hi, Gracious Cole, thank you for coming. It's good to see you. Lightning, 300, good to see you guys. Alan Norton, thank you.
This might cause havoc because I'm sharing in here.
Yeah, how am I going to put this?
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, thank you. How's it going?
Not bad.
It's good.
We were gonna watch it in here and talk between the sends like while you were talking.
Yeah, you can do that. It'll be perfect. Yeah, I'll just go out of Element. That's what I said. We can maybe talk while we're waiting for FTFE to get back to me.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we've been in here for like an hour and a half waiting, dude.
Sorry, I was really struggling. I even made a video where I'm sort of like crying out, like, this is so frustrating, showing my computer, look, I got no internet access. But I just want to say, Paul, wow, when the internet came on, I saw that huge, humongous PayPal. What came over you? Thank you very much. I don't know what else to say.
You're welcome. And the specs I sent you, I gave you a list of. I found a music shop in South Africa rather than a big company, because that's more specialist to get an interface. You need an interface if you're going to get an XLR mic, and it just works better because if your computer can't power because of the sound card being deficient, then getting the USB mic might not help.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know enough about your PC, but this should fix it. And the only other thing you might have to get is a USB external sound card, but they are not very expensive if you do need one of those.
They're cheap. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, that's going to help me.
Nathan gave me the tip long ago. He said you need a separate sound card for your mic sometimes. If your computer doesn't have it doesn't have enough channels in your sound card, say, then that might be why it's prioritizing your inbuilt mic.
That could be the reason, yeah.
How are you talking to YouTube and us as well?
I don't know. Remember, I changed some settings last night that seemed to work.
Well, you've always been able to do Discord, YouTube, and here, haven't you?
Yeah, but before I had the earphones. But when I got the earphones,
Flatzoid talking on YouTube. But
okay.
He's talking to us as well.
Richard G, welcome becoming a member. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave Element now. I see the flat is ready. So thanks all for coming.
We don't need it.
Yeah, no, Slaughterage on its way.
So yeah, let's see how it's going to go. Sure, thanks very much, guys.
Dude.
You guys rock. I'll have an after show, so we'll talk now.
Cool.
Cheers, guys. See you now. Bye. Okay, guys, let's get this big one going. I'm gonna unmute myself. Good to see you guys. Hope you enjoy the show. Oh, he's still muted though, so I'll have to stay muted until he unmutes. But yeah, it's good to see you all. Thank you, Richard G, for becoming a member. It's good to see everybody here. Please do hit that like button and share. I appreciate you all being here. He looks like the Energizer Bunny though. Alright, tomorrow night it's Nick Volt coming on for a chat, so that's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to that, Nick. It's going to be awesome. Because Nick is what I saw when he came to chat last time a bit. He's got a nice personality to it, and I think we can have a nice discussion. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's why I don't get anything made by Behringer. Paul did send me some specs, so I'm gonna look at that to see what specs I can get from that, what's more recommended. But yeah, it might be better to get something from a actual sound shop. But thank you guys all for coming. You guys rock. Let's see if he unmutes himself. Okay, I'm unmuted. It looks like he's gonna unmute himself now.
Hello, how the devil are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, and yourself, Mr. FTFE. Sorry about this, it's been quite a hectic time to get this thing set up. I mean, it's like the third day.
I know. Life gets in the way, and then, you apparently, they don't want to give you power in South Africa for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. But that must really be very annoying.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 2 kids in the house, a teenager and a 9-year-old. If we had periods of no electricity, I just don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, at least the children here in South Africa get used to playing outside or doing whatever they need to do.
We live in Scotland, it's too cold for that.
Yeah, we the opposite. We have to bring them in because it's too hot.
So, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Just want to say again, Mark Uranus, thank you very much for your $2 super chat saying happy birthday.
Mark Uranus.
So yeah, you wanted to debate celestial navigation.
I'll get back to super chats for my guys after the debate now. So if you've got any questions for Flatzoid, please leave them in either a super chat or try and tag me in the chat or in Discord, and I'll try and we can ask Flatzoid once me and him have had a chat.
Yeah, you guys can do the same. I think I'm going to open my notepad now, so if you do, then I can copy and paste it in. Let's see. Yep, okay. Got my notepad open. Cool. But it's good to see you all here. So, FTFE,
right.
Introduce yourself.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you guys know who I am, but I'm FTFE. I run the YouTube channel, FTFE, where I debunk conspiracy theories and misinformation and generally point and laugh at people that I think are being dumb. Unfortunately, he's one of those people that I think are being dumb. So it's his birthday, so why not as his birthday point and laugh at him?
But it's good to have you on. Always exciting, and I think when we do debate, we get quite emotional. How can I say? We very, what's the right word? Passionate about what we talk about. So
hey, there's nothing wrong with heated discussion, right?
But at least we don't take anything personal, so that's a good thing.
Right. People in my chat are saying that my audio is a bit louder than yours, so I'm just sorting out on my side.
Okay.
Guys, let me know if the audio levels need changing. I've done, but so. Flatzoid's perspective and I are going to have a discussion about celestial navigation. If you haven't seen Flatzoid before, Flatzoid, why don't you take just a few seconds and introduce yourself to my chat?
Well, I'm Flatzoid's perspective, obviously. If you guys haven't heard of me, then where have you been hiding under a rock? I'm a flat earther, and I love talking flat earth and things on my perspective on how I view the world. So I'm always happy to be on Craig's channel and to discuss things. And I'm always happy when anybody tries to bring up any discussion to debate. So I'm not a guy that shies away from a challenge.
No, I have noticed that unlike a lot of people on the Flat Earth world, you don't mind having the discussions, which is fantastic. So we're going to talk about celestial navigation today, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about celestial navigation, for me, there's 2 main points that for me show that it can't be done on the flat earth. Number 1 is that there's no accurate flat map to base it on, and number 2 is that I've never seen a flat earther use celestial navigation to get an accurate fix of a position. Why do those 2 things exist as problems?
Well, first of all maps are actually flat. You remember when even I had Ruhaf doing the fix for me, he used a Mercator map, which is a glare projection, and it was more out than what it was on the Gleason's map, almost 3 times as much. Yeah, they don't ride around. Navigators don't use globes to navigate. They use chart maps. They use charts, nautical charts, which is based.
Globe.
No, they use nautical charts, which is based on the Mercator projections.
No, nautical charts are all based on the globe. Who told you they're based on Mercator projections?
Many citation.
The nautical charts are based on a Mercator projection of a globe.
Projection. Mercator projections, yes.
So could you show me a citation that says that nautical charts, like positions of stars, dip correction tables and all that, are based on Mercator projections?
Yep. Okay, feet. Wait.
And if they are based on Mercator projections, why could you not get an accurate fix?
Because it's how you do it. I think I got it.
You do it by not getting an accurate fix.
No, it's how your method is done. If your method's not
Why
done
is it
correct.
that if you do it on the globe, you get an accurate fix?
No. Again, let me show you. I'm gonna quickly. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
let's
Oh
see if
shit!
I
I'll turn on screen sharing abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to share your screen.
Let's see if I've got. There we go. Share. Okay. You can see this. I think I'm going to try and make it larger. You can see what's going on here, correct?
What has gone on with your audio there?
I have no idea.
It's gone all buzzy.
I think it might be because it's screen sharing, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is taken from the plot sheets from Protethad.
Yeah, no, I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. It's just gone completely buzzy.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
Whoa.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you the file over, and then you can share it. How's that? Because I do notice last time also on Zoom when I share, then no sound works. Hello? Can you hear me?
One sec. I don't know what. It's just a buzz now. I don't know if it's. That's better. Right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Do you want to try that again? I don't know what happened then, but as you started screen sharing, there was a buzz, and I don't know if it was on my end or your end.
Okay, let me try again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No stress. Okay, it's working now. Hello?
Yeah, it does seem to be.
Hello?
Hello, right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
Yeah, that's better. It's fine now. I don't know what happened last time.
Okay.
Right, okay?
Okay, so you can see what's on screen.
Yeah.
Okay, this was based on a program that Bacon created for us, where you can set in the circle of equal altitudes and Latin longs, and it would give you a fix. Now, this one, okay, I've first got to go to
And what were
The
those
detail.
details, the Latin long based on?
Protethad's video.
Yeah, so yeah, what were the latitude and longitude based on? What kind of coordinate system? A spherical coordinate system, right?
Latin
That's where you
longs.
get them.
No, it's just simply the Latin long. It's a
Yeah, which is a spherical coordinate system, right?
Cartesian.
It's a spherical coordinate system.
Cartesian.
It's a spherical.
You
coordinate
obfuscating from my point, by the way. Like I'm saying.
system. No,
so,
I'm just
so
asking where you got the details
can
from.
I finish my point first before you try?
Yeah. Making sure we know where everything.
Okay, so like you said, remember you said it's not based on Mercator, so I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 citations or reference on the side, which it says Mercator
So-
projections. Okay, now we're looking on the left. This is the AE map. After plotting
Yeah.
all the circle of equal altitudes on the AE map, we see that the fix was 511 kilometers off from the actual position.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
but-
not accurate in the slightest.
Okay, but let's go to the Mercator. Now, this is the Mercator. This is what the projection is based on. Your actual
The
nautical,
Mercator is a projection. So what do you mean? This is what
Yeah.
the projection?
the charts are based on this Mercator projection.
So which charts specifically relating to
Nautical
what?
charts.
Nautical charts relating to what? Celestial navigation
Yes.
specifically.
All
Could you
celest,
show-
all not. I got on the right.
Navigate.
What is
Yeah,
the chart?
yeah. got two different things there, right? You've got two different citations. So we're going to focus on the one there that says about the most nautical charts using Mercator projection. I'd like that to be specifically tailored to celestial navigation. So do you have one that says nautical charts for celestial navigation use the Mercator projection?
What is a nautical chart?
Yeah. But again, I asked you.
What is a nautical chart? What does nautical mean? What does nautical mean?
It's a simple question, Flatzoid, right? Do you have a citation that says nautical charts used for celestial navigation are based on a Mercator projection of the globe? Because that's what a Mercator is, right? It's a projection of the globe. We know that.
What does nautical mean?
That's not the question I'm asking you. Can you answer my question?
What is nautical?
Do you have a citation?
All citations. What does nautical mean, Craig?
Like celestial navigation instruction manual that shows it's based on a globe. So do you have something that says specifically that nautical charts for celestial navigation are based on a projection of a globe?
No, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying all nautical navigation is based on nautical charts, which is based on the projection of a Mercator map.
Wait, no, what do you mean a projection of a Mercator map? The Mercator map is a projection, Flatzoid.
And a nautical chart is a projection of the Mercator.
No, a nautical chart is not a projection of a map. That's not what that means.
Okay,
right,
so you would understand. So you would.
Let's talk. Mercator map.
Can I talk?
I just need to. I think we need to make sure we're talking on the same terms here, right? So let's talk about the Mercator map specifically first. The Mercator map is a projection. It is a projection of the globe, right? That's what the Mercator map is, right? Nautical charts are not a projection. A chart is not a projection of a map. That is not what those things mean. So let's get the terms correct so we can actually, have the right discussion.
Okay, so you want to go with semantics. Okay.
No. I want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
We are talking about exactly the same thing.
You can't say that a nautical chart is a projection of a projection. That just doesn't make sense. Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you know how scale works on a map?
I absolutely know that how scale works on the map, and the only accurate map with an accurate scale is the globe. Yeah.
Okay, so if we have a
flat map has an accurate
if we have a 1 to 80 scale map, nautical chart, is that a Mercator?
You just said two different things there. You said a 1 to 80 nautical. You said a 1 to 80 map nautical chart. That's two different things.
You get more than one scale nautical chart.
What are you talking? Are you talking about a map or a chart here? Because they're different things.
Nautical charts are maps, Craig.
Nautical charts are not maps. No, nautical charts are charts. Who told you that a nautical
chart was a map? Are you seriously saying nautical charts are not maps?
No, a nautical chart is not a map. It's a chart.
Wait, let me get this straight. You said you were in the Navy, correct?
Yes, I was a petty officer in the Royal Navy.
And you did celestial navigation, correct?
It's a chart. It's not a map.
Okay.
A nautical chart is a different thing to a map.
Nautical chart, it's a map that depicts. You're telling me this isn't a map? The nautical chart is one of the most fundamental tools available to the mariner. It is a map that depicts the configuration of the shoreline and seafloor. It provides water depths, locations and danger navigation, locations and characteristics of aids navigation, anchorages and other features. Are you going to concede that you were wrong?
What is the difference between a chart and a map? Can you tell me that?
Are you going to concede that you were wrong?
No. I want. What that says there is very confusing and basic. I want you to understand the difference between a chart and a map. Do you know those differences? Right. I'm going to read you something from one of my training manuals. Right. A nautical chart and a map are both representation of geographical areas, but they serve different purposes and provide different types of information tailored to their intended users. Nautical chart. Purpose. A nautical chart is specifically designed for marine navigation, assisting mariners in plotting courses and avoiding hazards at sea. But maps are general purpose representations of geographical areas intended for a variety of uses, such as reference, education, planning, and navigation on land. They are different things. Now, used in conjunction, a nautical chart can aid in navigation as part of a map. But a nautical chart on its own, is not a map. It's part of the process used for aiding marine navigation at sea in conjunction with a map. Does that make sense?
That's not what my citation
I
just
just
said.
read you something from like marine, Royal Navy training
Can we
about
see
the
it?
different charts
Can
and
we
maps.
Are we
It's
able to
an
see
actual
it?
thing that I'm supposed to show people
Okay, I've got
because
it.
it's military materials.
Okay, I've got another
But
one.
the difference between a chart and a map, I don't, you can't
Okay.
just do a chart on its own to kind of the same way that you can use a map. Do you know what I mean?
I've got the chart. I've got a chart on screen now, and guess what it says? Guess what it says? I've got a chart on screen now. What's it saying? Scales are expressed as ratios differ from map to map. The scale printed on the upper right corner of the map will look similar.
Charts and maps right now.
Yes, a chart is a
Yes.
map.
Yeah,
You're
you're
mapping
using
your navigation.
about scale. Right. Anyway, okay, right. It's kind of it's more of an in-depth kind of definition between what the two are, right? And understanding what a nautical chart is compared to what a map is it's very nuanced, okay? But you just need to understand that a nautical chart has different uses to a map. It can be used in the purposes to aid navigation the same way as a map, right? So it can be used like a map in the same purposes, but a nautical chart on its own isn't specifically a map, all right?
Okay, so
just-
why do
terminology that we need to work with. So let's move to the next point.
then why do you use a first I think I'm going to put it this way. Which scale chart or map do you use when going to open sea?
What do you mean when going to open sea?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what distance you're traveling, depending on where you're going, what do you mean, what scale? Depending on how fast you're going, you would use a different scale map. That's a very general question that doesn't have one specific answer.
It does. So do you use a bigger scale or smaller scale?
To use different scales depending on what you were doing in the open sea.
So
if you were charting a long distance, right, then you would use something with a larger scale, right? If you were charting a shorter distance for more accurate purposes, you would use something with a closer to 1-to-1 scale.
okay, so
Right.
which one's the larger scale? Which one's the larger scale? 1 to let's say 1 to 80 to 180 or 1 to 110?
What was 1 to 80 or 1 to 110?
Yeah, we're
did you
just
say?
getting, yeah. Which one is the large scale? 1 to 180?
1
Yeah.
to 80 more accurate than 1 to 110.
I'm saying 1 to 180.
Well, oh, sorry, I thought you said 1 to 80. Well, 1 to 110 would be more accurate than 1 to 180.
So the 1 to 110 is the biggest or smaller?
It would show for 1 mile, it would show 110 miles. 1 to 110.
No, I'm asking, would that show a bigger scale or a smaller scale?
It's not really the question. 1 to 110 would show 1 mile to 110 miles, whereas 1 to 180 would show 1 mile to 180 miles. So it would show a larger distance, a larger scale compared to the 1 to 110, which would be a smaller scale on a more accurate level, right?
When it comes to nautical charts, though, the smaller the scale, or like the 1 to 110, that ratio means it's more accurate than the 1 to 80 because the 180
Yeah,
is
that's
the
what
small.
I said, yeah.
Okay. So you
Right.
get that a chart
Right,
is a map, though.
You moved well away from the question that I had at the beginning, and that was about the map. The
on
Mercator
screen.
map, right, is a projection, right?
Which you got on screen, yeah, as a nautical
Yeah.
chart
What's it a projection of?
of your globe.
Right. So the Mercator map that you're using there, that is used for nautical charts that aren't specifically related to celestial navigation when you're doing it 1-to-1 at the time, is based on the projection of a globe. But that's my point. So if you're saying that celestial navigation is based on the Mercator map, which is not, because you showed it didn't get the accurate fix, that is still based on the globe.
Okay.
So what we need for celestial navigation to be accurate on the flat Earth is an accurate 1-to-1 scale representation of a flat Earth that can show you accurate land masses, accurate sea, accurate ocean sizes, everything. You have to have an accurate representation of the Earth to apply celestial navigation to it, even if it could do it flat, which isn't how it works. But that's not the point. So the simple question is, where is the accurate flat map that you would base celestial navigation on?
Easy, nautical charts.
Nautical charts are based on what? The Mercator projection, like you said?
Can I get to my point? Can I get back to my point now?
Wait, hold on. My point here. So the nautical charts that you showed are kind of related to the Mercator projection there is based on a globe. So
do you see what I got on screen? Do you see what I got on screen?
Yeah, you're showing stuff about the Mercator projection, which is all based on a globe because it's the projection of a globe.
Okay.
So this is accurate flat map.
So
right?
Wait. This is accurate. 2,498.348 kilometers off. Now we go.
Yeah, that's not accurate.
No, exactly. That's the Mercator. That's what the nautical charts are based on.
So that shows that the Mercator map is an accurate representation of the Earth. Do we agree on that point?
I agree. That's why they have nautical charts, which is based off of the Mercator.
So you can't use celestial navigation on the Mercator map if it's not an accurate representation of the Earth. Right?
So you're throwing away all nautical charts then?
There is the accurate map, the accurate flat Earth map that you will base celestial navigation on.
Nautical charts.
But which nautical chart? The one based on the globe projection?
None of them are based on globe projection. It's simply based.
Well, the Mercator map, then that's the globe projection.
The charts are based on the Mercator, and you do know your Mercator is simply just a grid line. That's all. It's a Cartesian grid.
You agreed with me. Oh, sorry, Flatzoid. You literally said the words earlier that the Mercator map is the projection of a globe. That was your words, right? And I agree with you 100% that the Mercator map is a projection of a globe. So when you say
the globe is just based on the grid system.
That's my point here. When you say that the Mercator map is based on the globe, and I agree with you, and you then say that nautical charts based on the Mercator map are the accurate thing for celestial navigation, you are conceding that they are based on a globe projection. Your own words.
And what is the globe based on? A grid system, correct?
The globe is based on an accurate representation of the Earth. The globe,
grid
the thing
system.
I'm holding in my hand now, has accurate representations of land masses, their size, the distances on them, the distance between them. This is what the Mercator map is based on. It is a projection of this that allows you to fit a 3-dimensional landmass onto a 2-dimensional plane.
Okay.
It is a projection of the globe. Just like the A map is a projection of the globe. Just like every flat map is a projection of the globe.
Okay, now, is that a grid system or not?
The globe is not a grid system, no.
So if you didn't have a grid system, you'd still have a globe then?
You can put a grid system on the globe, but the globe is not a grid system.
Okay, then show me how to get a latitude and longitude on your globe without a grid system, please.
I never said you could.
You just did. You said you can put it
No,
on a
I
globe,
didn't.
but not the globe is based on it.
It's not a grid system, but you can put a grid system on the globe.
Your globe is based on a grid system, which is based on a
it's
flat
not. The grid
plane
system is
measurement.
the globe. I would need a citation, please, directly from you right now that says the globe Earth is based on a grid system, please. Off you go.
Latitude and longitude.
No. Please give me the citation that says the globe Earth is based off of a grid system, please. I'd like to see the citation for that.
This is sad.
That the globe Earth, as in the globe that I'm holding in my hand right now, that you can get anywhere. You can buy accurate ones, you can buy less accurate ones, but the globe Earth, I would like a citation that the globe Earth that has been mapped for centuries and centuries is based on a grid system.
The discrete global grid.
Or is there a grid system that was put onto the globe? Which one is it?
Like I said, your globe is based on the grid. If you got no grid, you got no globe.
Could you give me a citation for that, please?
Okay, DGG.
Yeah, that doesn't say that the globe is based on a grid system. That just says that it is a mosaic that it covers the entire Earth's surface. I would like a citation specifically on your claim that the globe Earth is based on a grid system, because that's just a ridiculous claim. Specifically a citation that says that, please.
The grid is a man-made system that uses latitude and longitude to accurately measure the positions of any point on the surface of the world. The entire
Now,
graphic design, a grid system is two-dimensional structure. Oof.
Yeah.
It's a
So where does
geographical
it say
grid
there?
on Earth. The grid can be found on
Reading
globes
something,
as well
but
as flat maps.
What we're looking for here, remember what we're looking for here is a citation that says the globe is based on a grid system. Could you show me where it says that there?
No, because you can't provide me any evidence that you do not require a grid system on your globe.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. No reversing the burden of proof here.
There's
Your
no
claim.
reversal. Show me
Your
how
claim-
you can get Polaris.
We're
A
not reversing.
latitude. Show me. Okay,
Your
what is a
claim
latitude? What is a latitude?
No. We're not getting off the point here.
It's
We're
the same
talking about
point.
your claim.
It's the same point. What's a latitude, Craig?
Come on, Flatzoid, come on.
What's a latitude, Craig? What's a latitude?
No, we're not moving away from the
It's the
actual claim.
same claim. What's a latitude claim?
Oh, come on, dude. Listen, your claim, the words that came out of your mouth specifically were the globe is based on a grid system. That would imply that the grid system existed before the globe, right? So I would like a citation for this, please.
Well, I don't have a citation for that. So can we move on to the
Because
same?
then what you do is dismiss that claim, can't we?
You want to dismiss it? Okay, then let's do this. Show me how you get a latitude without a grid on your globe, please.
No, I don't need to do anything. You haven't provided evidence for your claim, therefore
My evidence is that you have to obfuscate and run away from the point. Without a
No, I'm
grid,
not obfuscating.
you don't
I'm
have a
talking about
globe.
your
Your
I
globe
do
is
have a
based
globe.
on a
The
grid.
globe, I don't need a grid system for it to be an accurate representation of
Okay,
Earth.
get me 30 degrees latitude without a grid on your globe, please.
Say again?
Get me 30 degrees latitude without a grid on your sphere, please.
No, because latitude and longitude are part of a grid system.
You just made my point. Thank you very much.
No, I didn't. Again, the grid system exists separate to the globe. You don't have to have a grid system on the globe. The globe exists. The grid system is on it. The globe is not based on the grid system. To give you part of the grid system, listen, what you did there, Flatzoid, was you asked me to give you part of the grid system without talking about the grid system. No, the grid system, latitude and longitude, is something that is put onto the globe that already exists. The globe is not based on a grid system. That claim that you made has been dismissed.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you again. When you measure to Polaris, do you know your latitude?
Ask me that at all in the first place. So how can you ask me
It's
again?
the same question, just reformed different. Do you know latitude when you're measuring to Polaris?
Do I know the latitude when I'm measuring to Polaris?
Yeah, based on the apparent
Actually,
altitude.
calculate my latitude based on my measurement of Polaris.
Great. So a grid system then.
Yes, again, the grid system exists on the globe because we put it there. But the globe existed before the grid system. For the globe to be based on the grid system would have to exist before the globe.
Yes, the grid system did exist before the globe. How do you
Could
think you
you
got
please
your radius?
citate that? That is a very specific positive claim, Flatzoid, and I am not going to let you get away from that without giving me evidence that that claim is true in some form. All right?
How do you...
That is the big thing here. That is the entire crux of your argument, right? So therefore, I need you to substantiate that claim for me. Do you have any substantiating evidence of your claim that the globe is based on a grid system and that the latitude-longitude grid system existed before the globe?
Yep, Eratosthenes.
Eratosthenes. What about Eratosthenes says that the grid system existed before the globe?
Did he measure a angle?
He didn't. Do you have a citation that says latitude and longitude existed at the time of Eratosthenes?
He had two actual positions on his sphere, correct?
And do you have any evidence that that's anything to do with latitude and longitude?
Did he have two? Did he have two
Did he
actual?
use latitude and longitude? Yes or no?
Yes, he would have to. That's how it works on your sphere.
Evidence that he used latitude and longitude. That's another positive claim. Please provide substantiating evidence of your claim that Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude for his experiment.
Okay, show me Sain without a latitude and longitude, please.
No. I'm sorry. No reversing burden of proof.
That's not.
Your claim.
That's you want evidence, so I'm giving you the evidence.
Right. This globe actually doesn't have latitude and longitude on it, and I can still show you where Syene is. It's Alexandria is around here. So Syene is here, and Alexandria would be down there, right? I don't need latitude and longitude to do that.
So you weren't pointing at a latitude and longitude grid then?
There is no latitude and longitude printed on this globe.
Just because it's not printed on your little ball there doesn't mean it's not based upon that grid.
Well, I do not need latitude and longitude to show you where Syene and Alexandria are.
Okay, then how did Eratosthenes know that the distances between the two destinations were?
Because they can measure distances in other ways.
How did they measure them?
You don't need a latitude and longitude is just a handy way to help calculate distances. It wasn't the only way ever to calculate distances between 2 points.
Great. How do you calculate it? Do you look into the sky?
No. The way that they knew the distance between Syene and Alexandria is because they had armies going out constantly, marching these distances, mapping out how long these distances were, measuring them in physical means. They knew the distance between Syene and Alexandria because it was a common route that was travelled in that day. They didn't need to look at the sky to tell them how far they went. They didn't need a coordinate system to calculate the distance between Syene and Alexandria. You have made some very, very specific claims here, Flatzoid. You have claimed that the coordinate system of latitude and longitude existed before the globe did, and that Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude for his experiment. We don't get to move on without some kind of substantiation to that claim.
What angles did he measure with the shadows?
He measured the angles of the shadows compared to a stick.
Okay, and did he get a radius to a sphere with that?
Absolutely, yes.
And where did he place those two those two locations on the sphere?
Where they are based on known distances.
So show me how you would place it onto a sphere without knowing where those distances are.
That was the point. They used that known distance between those, Alexandria and Syene, and with that known distance and the knowledge of the sun being far away sending us parallel rays, they were able to use the difference in the angles to calculate the radius. I don't think you understand what Eratosthenes did in the slightest here, Flatzoid.
Okay, so let's say he assumed then Syene was actually in the southern hemisphere. Would that still give the same results?
No, it wasn't in the southern hemisphere.
So then grid system then? So grid system, because he knew that
there was no grid system.
So he knew it was in the north.
You just made something up. There was no grid system.
So he knew it was in the north then?
Yeah, they were aware that if they were in the north or the south, that was something that they knew what the equator was. They knew that things happen differently in the north to the south. They didn't need a grid system for that.
Okay, so how would you know where north and south is on your globe without a grid?
If you've got a compass, it could quite easily tell you. You could just look at the way that the stars move in the sky relative to your position. There's many ways to tell if you're in the north and the south. You do not need a grid position. You keep making this claim that the grid position existed before the globe, right? That is a very specific claim that I want evidence for.
You giving all the evidence the whole time. You don't understand how you literally validating every point I've made this whole debate so far.
No. You don't get to this. Where is your evidence of your claim?
You are my evidence because you've been validating it the
My
whole
evidence
time.
is I'm saying you're wrong. My evidence. Your evidence is me explaining why you are wrong. That doesn't make any sense.
No, my evidence is you literally validating every point I'm making.
Right, so stop. Right. I just want to make this very clear. You have made the claim that latitude and longitude, the grid system, existed at the time of Eratosthenes. Please provide evidence for that claim, or we can dismiss it.
He knew where his destinations were on a sphere. Did he not draw it on a sphere?
No, he used... Again, you do not know what the Eratosthenes experiment was.
Sticks and
There was
shadows and
no
wells, yeah.
system involved. Right, let's not go off into the weeds. Where's the evidence that there is a grid system involved?
Easy. The fact that he could draw cyan on a globe
don't need a grid
requires
system.
a grid system to know where the location is.
No, again, there's no grid system on this globe, and it can still show me where locations are.
Okay, if he was postulating a globe, did he have a globe like that lying around where it's already mapped out everywhere?
They had very limited mapping.
They only had
Right.
flat maps, correct?
But they made the assumption based on a lot of other things that went on in the world that the Earth was a globe. Now, what Eratosthenes did wasn't to try and prove if the Earth was a globe or not. They already at that point, he'd already kind of figured out that it's a globe. He just wanted to figure out how big it was. The assumption that the sun was far away, which is a pretty fair assumption, and they were right, and the angle of the shadows from the sticks allowed them to calculate the radius of the Earth based on the known distance between Syene and Alexandria.
Okay.
No grid system required for that.
Okay.
In the slightest.
Can you do me a favor? Do you have any kind of program you can draw on? Even paint, it's fine.
I do, but I want you to give me evidence of your claim first.
would you be-
Citation.
Would you quickly open that paint for you or whatever so you can quickly draw a sphere on it?
Once you've given me your citation, we can do that. Right? Let's
Greg,
do.
why are you so scared to do this?
I will absolutely 100% do it, Flatzoid. But first, your citation, please. That Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude. That should be fine.
I don't have a citation because you're making my point. You're my citation. How's that sound?
No, I'm not.
So
my point is,
can you
don't
please-
have a citation for your claim.
Great. Can you please quickly draw a circle in paint or whatever for me quickly?
So I get that citation, buddy. As soon as I get a citation, I'll open up paint and do what you want for me.
I do not have a citation. You're my citation. So that's why I want you. That's why I
just a
want
couple
you
of
to
minutes.
draw a circle
What I'll do
for
is
me.
I'll give you 2 minutes to find that citation, because if this is your claim, I'm sure you've got that citation around, yeah?
No,
so
I don't.
I'll give you 2 minutes. Just get that citation for me that Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude, and that latitude and longitude existed before the globe, and then we'll do the paint thing, all right? No worries, bud.
You know what's going on here. You're trying to obfuscate from the point that you require
I'm not
a grid
No,
to know the location on a globe. You do know you require a grid to know the location on a globe. Without the grid, you
Absolutely
have no
100% not, no.
location.
Absolutely 100% not. I do not need a grid to know my location on the globe.
What is latitude and longitude then?
Latitude and longitude is a grid that was put onto the globe that can help you calculate accurate distances.
So
but there is
your house is at a
All that
certain.
existed.
So your house is at a certain latitude and longitude, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. My house is at a certain latitude and longitude. That's a grid system that was put onto the globe because the globe existed before the grid system.
So please show me how you would know where your house is on the globe without a grid system.
We could just map the place and know the accurate distances and slot them in. Don't need a grid system for that. As long as you know accurate distances and the size of the globe, you don't need a grid system.
Can you show me this?
Here, no grid system on this globe. accurate distances.
No, I'm not saying take a little ball that's a toy ball. I'm wanting you to map. I want you to. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way.
This is globe, and it does not have latitude and longitude on it, but it does have accurate distances between countries.
Okay, let's do it this way. Open quickly your paint like I asked. Draw a circle quickly, your sphere.
I'm absolutely willing to do that 100%, bud. I'm just waiting for the citation for you about latitude and longitude.
I don't have one because you're making my point.
I can't really move on from this kind of,
you seem scared. You seem scared.
Oh no, I'm just waiting for your citation whilst I'm preparing some stuff on the side.
You seem scared to do this, Craig. Why is that?
Just out of interest, when was latitude and longitude made? Do you have any idea? Because that's probably something you could search up, right?
Yeah, and it was way after Eratosthenes.
Way after Eratosthenes, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I'll tell you, I wasn't aware that Eratosthenes owned a time machine.
Nope. What I'm asking you is, how did he know?
Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude.
Nope.
But latitude and longitude was invented after the time of Eratosthenes. So there's only one logical conclusion, and that is that Eratosthenes invented time travel.
No. So you want an actual citation?
Yeah, please.
What is your globe math based on? The Pythagorean theorem, correct? Did you guys use Euclidean geometry to get your radius?
Again, my globe map is based on accurate distances around the globe.
Did you use Euclidean geometry to get your radius?
No.
No.
That's relevant to the point as well. We're sticking with your claims right now before you start moving on to...
how did... This is the same point. How did you guys... What math did you guys use to get your radius then?
Here's the thing. Latitude and longitude, the actual whole coordinate system was refined and used in the 18th century, first off, right? 18th century.
Mm-hmm.
That's only a couple of hundred years ago, bud.
Yeah.
Did you just tell me when Eratosthenes existed?
Again, your grid system does not exist.
When did
The
Eratosthenes...
globe does not exist without a grid system.
Yeah,
Now,
sorry, you heard me there.
This grid system, is it based on Euclidean geometry?
Relevant to what we're talking about right now, just...
is this grid system based on Euclidean geometry?
You're changing the subject. You're changing the subject. We're still talking about your claims.
Same subject.
Yeah, same subject, because it's very important, right? So, Eratosthenes, could you just tell me the time period that he existed in?
He didn't exist, in my opinion. He was made up. There's no documentation yet.
Well, whether you think he existed or not, could you please tell me the time period that he's said to have existed in?
Way before you brought the grid. Because the grid is based on the same geometry. It is just placed with accuracy.
No. So you're changing what you've said now. Like,
nope.
Earlier on,
Still the same. I'm still talking.
You specifically said that Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude. That you specifically said that, right?
Do you know? Did Eratosthenes help create maps?
No, he was a Greek mathematician.
And he used
I don't
what?
think he was a cartographer.
So when they did cartography based on his math, or was it based
I don't
grid?
think Eratosthenes made a map.
So he had a radius to nothing then.
Maybe you didn't hear the words I said earlier about what the Eratosthenes experiment was. They knew the distance between Syene and Alexandria. Right? That's something that had been established. They'd been walked by armies, driven by carts and horses. Right? They knew the distance between those 2 points. Okay?
And I want you to keep this in mind, because one of the points I'm going to bring up later is based on this, by the way.
Let me finish. And then at solar noon, at both those points, put a stick in the ground and measure the angle that the shadow makes. And then all you got to do is, because you know the known distance, you then look at the difference in those angles and you can calculate a radius. It's that simple.
So, Is Aristophanes known as the father of geography?
Maybe I'm not sure. Father of geography.
Yeah, let's go look that up.
He was a Greek mathematician. Right, but anyway, this is still getting away from the main points here.
Aristophanes, the ancient Greek scholar, is also called the father of geography. He was the first one to use the word geography,
Right, so he was the father of
and
geography.
also used a
Brilliant.
small-scale notion of the planet that helped him to determine the circumference of Earth.
Yeah,
I'm going to share my
brilliant.
screen
And
quickly.
where did it use a latitude and longitude system there?
What do you think geography is?
Geography is not a latitude and longitude system.
So you can provide me latitude and longitude without having latitude and longitude then?
No, geography is not latitude and longitude. They are not the same thing. Geography, it does not mean latitude and longitude.
What does geography mean?
Geography is like this. In it's different contexts. In studying, it can mean the studying of processes of Earth's natural movements. In cartography, it can mean the geological features of land masses. I mean, geography can mean different things in different contexts, but geography does not mean latitude and longitude. And where did you get that? That's another positive claim that you've made. I'm going to need evidence.
On this citation from Bayou, it says, in his 3-volume work, Geography, he described and mapped the entire world known to him. How do you map something without a grid?
The entire world knows him.
Still, how do you map something without a grid?
You don't need a grid. Could you give me a citation that you need a grid to make a map?
Show me a map without a grid, please.
Here we
Show
go.
me one map. That's a positive claim from you. Show me one map without a grid, please.
I'm holding it in my hand right now.
That's not a map.
Again, I keep doing it.
That's a
This
toy
is a map.
globe. No, that's not a map. Show me
Wait, it's
a
100%
map.
a map. This is a map.
Guys, it seems I have to do this all the time to this guy. I have to lead him as you would lead a child.
This is a map. The globe is a map.
Do maps always require a grid system? A grid is a network of eventually spaced horizontal and vertical lines used to identify locations on a map. So if you're mapping something out, you
used to identify location on a map. That doesn't say that the grid system, that a map requires a grid system. Could you give me the citation that you've just made for your claim that a map requires a grid system, please?
Simple, by the fact that you can't provide me one that it doesn't.
No, that is... You literally just reversed the burden of proof there.
No. What is grid system and its importance?
Come
Let's
on.
see.
Come on, no, Flatzoid, come on, dude. You just said to me, my proof is that you can't
Show
prove...
me... I was first when I asked you, show me one map where there's no grid system, because the whole definition of a map is a simple grid
is a map,
system.
Right? Flatzoid, a globe is a map.
No, it's
this
not.
globe does not have a grid system.
No, it's not.
Google is a globe a map.
Google has a grid system.
No, Google is a globe a map. Google is a globe a map.
Yeah, it's got a grid system.
No, my globe doesn't.
Again, all maps are based with a grid.
Incorrect.
All
My map
maps-
does not have a grid system.
All maps are two-dimensional. That little toy
Incorrect.
globe in
My
your
globe
hand,
is three-dimensional.
that globe toy in your hand is not a map, Craig. It's called
It's
a
a map. It's
category error.
100% a map.
It's
You
called
keep
a
saying it's
cat.
not a map, but it is a map.
Then show me the 30th degree latitude, please.
It doesn't have that because
Because it's
not
not a
got
map.
a grid system.
Because it's not a map.
Could you give me a citation that maps require a grid system?
All of them require it. A
Could
map
you give
is
me a
sym-
citation that maps require a grid system?
A map is a symbolic depiction emphasizing relationships between elements of some space, such as objects, regions, themes. World map by general. Let me just quickly see. It should be.
Brilliant. Where does it say that maps require a grid system? You're making stuff up with no evidence for anything that you're saying.
Every single map that's ever been invented has a grid, right? That's what
Incorrect. The
geography-
globe that I keep showing you, which is in the map, it is a map, because you can Google right now, it's a globe or map, and it says, yes, a globe is a map, and my globe, that is a map, does not have a grid system. Therefore, you are wrong.
That toy globe in your hand is not a map, Craig.
100. Google right now is a globe a map.
Show me where.
You've got Google open there.
Show me
You've
51
got the search
degrees
bar at the
south.
top there, right? Hold on, Flatzoid. You've got your thing open right there. You've got the search bar at the top. Do me a favor and just type in it, is a globe a map, and see what it says.
Someone's actually, I think someone's, Gleam just sent me something.
Oh, things are happening, so you can't do the thing with the evidence, right?
No, he's giving me something quickly that actually has a citation from Khan Academy for you. Thank you very much. I'm just quickly getting it quickly.
Khan Academy isn't a really good source. They get things wrong all the time.
Ooh,
They're not even like
so you don't like citation because it shows you wrong.
But no, Khan Academy isn't somewhere that you can give a citation from because it's not a proper source. But it probably won't say that maps require a grid system.
Measuring the circumference of Earth. More than 2,000 years ago, Eratosthenes compared the position of the sun's rays in two locations to calculate the spherical size of the Earth with reasonable accuracy. You do know what positions are, correct?
Yeah, no...
What's a position?
Nothing about positions means grid systems.
What is a position?
I am positioned in my chair right now. I don't need a grid system for that.
What is a position on a map?
It's just a location.
Here we go. A reconstruction of Eratosthenes 194 BCE map of the world from E.H. Burney. What are these lines on here? This is his map.
Yeah, that's a
He created.
recreation. Those lines put on. That's not an actual map from that time.
Can you show me a citation where they recreated these lines on there, please? Because you know, when I was younger, when I was in the Scouts,
You just read it out. Like you just read it out. This is a recreation.
doesn't mean they recreated. They put the lines on there. It is a recreation
Where's the original
of
map
his
that
map.
they based that on?
We'll probably have to look for it. But when I was in the Scouts, we learned to do some mapping and cartography. You cannot do mapping without having a
I've done
grid.
more in cartography than you as a military man.
Show me how you do a map without a grid, please.
Yeah, you don't need a grid for a map. You can put
Show
a
me
grid.
how you do a map without a grid, please.
Keep doing it. I keep holding up my globe, which is a map, and it doesn't have a grid system.
Instead of just talking about your little toy ball, show me.
Which is a map. You can say it's a toy ball you like, but it is a
Show
map.
me how you can draw a map without a grid system. Because you're literally going against
That's
what a grid is.
Why are you ignoring the thing that you are asking for? You keep asking me for a map without a grid system. I show you my globe, which is a map, and it doesn't have a grid system on. I've done the thing you've asked.
Draw a map for me without a grid system, please. Draw.
My globe is a map without a grid system.
Do you know what the word draw means?
I don't need to draw you a map.
Well,
I'm
a
not very
map
good
is
at
drawn.
drawing. Why would I draw? I'm not a very good person at drawing, right?
Maps are drawn
I
out.
want you to give me evidence for your claims that all maps require a grid system, and evidence of your claim that latitude and longitude existed before the time of Eratosthenes, and evidence for your claim that Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude.
Okay, let's get another one. Because it
When
seems...
latitude and longitude as a coordinate system didn't exist until the 18th century.
You're literally making my point this whole time.
I'm making the point that you don't understand anything.
You know that you're running away from showing that your globe is based from flat measurements, because the grid is based on
That's a
flat.
lovely claim. That's a lovely claim that you've just made that will require another citation for it.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. We'll get to that. Okay, let's see.
So right now we're at 4 citations that we need from you as evidence.
Yes, a citation. Eratosthenes may have been the first to use the word geography. He invented a system of longitude and latitude and made a map of the known world. He also designed a system for finding prime numbers, whole numbers that only can be divided by themselves by the number 1.
Again,
There's a citation.
Didn't exist until the 18th century.
He invented system of longitude and latitude. Khan Academy.
Latitude and longitude didn't exist until the 18th century. Latitude and longitude is a system that was developed.
University of South Florida. Eratosthenes is the ancient Greek mathematician, geographer attributed with devising the first system of latitude and longitude.
Right.
World Encyclopedia.
Wait, hold on. So it wasn't until
was noted with latitude and longitude.
Wait, hold on. I'm talking. It wasn't until the development of accurate timekeeping device, the marine chronometer, invented by John Harrison in the 18th century, that longitude could be precisely determined. Right?
So because it was precisely
based its measurements on latitude and longitude, right?
Invented it.
There is no evidence of that.
I just gave you
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Like you said, right, was someone that mapped areas.
There's
He may have come
5,
up-
6,
Hold on.
7, 8, 9 citations on screen now telling you are wrong.
Right, let me talk, right? Eratosthenes, when he did his experiment, did not use latitude and longitude for that experiment, which is your claim.
He invented
I'm
a
still waiting
system
for
of
your claim.
latitude and longitude.
That's separate to the experiment.
He invented a
I
system
want
of
evidence of your claim.
latitude and longitude.
Eratosthenes, hold
On
on.
screen, Craig. On screen.
Your claim, yes, now listen to the words coming out of my mouth before you respond, please. Your claim is that Eratosthenes used latitude and longitude for his experiment that measured the radius of the Earth. Can you please provide a
those weren't
citation?
my words. I said he invented
was.
latitude and longitude.
Those were your specific words. Don't lie now.
You are lying. Are those the actual words came verbatim out of my mouth? Because you kind of
Yes,
seem to be
absolutely.
misrepresenting what
You
I
said
said.
he based his experiment on latitude and longitude.
Yeah, he invented it. Not
Uh,
he based
No,
it
that's
on
a different
latitude and
thing.
longitude.
You're basing his experiment on latitude and longitude.
And by the way, it's
Can
not
I
an
see the
experiment.
citation?
It's not an experiment, by the way.
Can I see the citation that says that Eratosthenes' experiment we used latitude and longitude? Can you give me that citation?
Okay, what's this? How do you know what the equator is and Tropic of Cancer? Do you require latitudes and longitudes for that?
Again, can you give me a citation?
I'm on one now.
Eratosthenes for his experiment
I'm on one
used
right
latitude.
now. I'm on one right now.
Where does it say that he used latitude and longitude for his experiment?
Tropic of Cancer, equator. There we go. How do you have equator?
Where's
and
the like, how does what's the Tropic of Cancer got to do with latitude and longitude?
Tropic of Cancer is 23 degrees, 26 minutes and 22 seconds north of the equator. How do you get that without a grid system again?
Where's the evidence that he used latitude and longitude for his experiment?
There
That's
we go.
just the
On
position
screen.
that it was.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
screen. We can literally
Yeah,
see
that's
it.
just the
Everybody's
position.
looking at you and laughing at our idiotic you are being.
He's used that. That's just saying that's the position where it was. Can you read what you're citing? That doesn't say that.
How did he know he is by the equator or the
To me-
Tropic of Cancer
Flatzoid.
without
Stop it.
having a grid system?
Flatzoid, listen. Your claim is that the experiment specifically used latitude and longitude. Please give me that citation.
I got it here.
Or is that just saying that that's the position that it was?
Before we begin, a few definitions. Tropic of Cancer, local noon solstice. What matters to our experiment? The fact is that on summer solstice, local noon, the sun rays are just overhead at a right angle to the ground on the Tropic of Cancer. So tell me again, what is the Tropic of
That's
Cancer?
just saying what it's. That's not saying that Eratosthenes used the Tropic of Cancer. That's just saying that's where it is.
So Syene is not on the Tropic of Cancer then?
No one's saying that, but no one's saying that Eratosthenes specifically referenced the Tropic of Cancer.
Yes, he did. That's Syene's destination, Tropic of Cancer.
That correct. That's where it is, but that doesn't mean that's what Eratosthenes said about it. It's just the position that it was.
He knew solar noon, correct?
Yes. What's solar noon mean?
How at Tropic of Cancer?
Yeah. What's solar noon mean? Flatzoid. What does solar noon mean?
Overhead.
Yeah, and you don't need to know your latitude and longitude to know the sun's
So
overhead.
tell me, would the sun be overhead to your location, the same as it would be in the Tropic of Cancer?
That's why you get different angles when you measure the sticks and the shadows,
So tell
which
me
allows
again-
you to radius.
Tell me again, why did he use the solstice?
Because it was when you could have the best solar noon. But this is getting away from
what destination on your sphere does the solstice show the best results?
what?
The solstice, if it's overhead, let's say in a well, on your sphere, what latitude would that usually be?
I don't know, and that's irrelevant to the point.
No, it's not.
Like, how
It's
does he
literally
see
making my
this?
point.
How does any of this show that the globe is based on a grid system, which let's not forget is the crux of your claim? That the
Which we've
grid
got it on
system.
screen.
Hold on. Your claim is that the grid system existed before the world knew that the people knew before the world was a globe, right?
Yes, you think there were no
Eratosthenes,
maps.
hold on. Let me finish. Before you interrupt, let me finish. Right. When Eratosthenes developed his version of a grid system, what shape did he think the Earth was when he developed that system?
He believed it to be a sphere, hence why he begged the question of a
Right,
radius.
so, therefore, the knowledge of the Earth being a globe existed before the grid system.
That's false, because a map can only use a grid system.
Incorrect. You just told me that when Eratosthenes developed his particular grid system,
He invented
he
longitude.
already-
Listen,
Right.
listen.
Don't
He
interrupt me, don't
invented.
interrupt me. Interrupt me, Flatzoid. Let me finish my thought, and then you can respond, okay? Now, Eratosthenes, when he developed his particular version of a grid system, he already, in his mind, knew the Earth was a globe. So therefore, the globe existed before the grid system.
He invented the grid system. Remember, we were also talking about a guy that I said didn't even exist, but anyway. He invented the grid system. Can I just get more than 2 words out, Craig? Please, come on.
If you say something wrong, it's correct.
I'm giving you chance to talk, so give me a chance. The fact is, he invented the longitude and latitude grid. That doesn't mean. Listen, there were there maps before
Not the modern version
Aristophanes?
that's used today.
Were
In
there
any way.
were there maps before Aristophanes' so-called
Yes, there
existed?
were maps before that, yes.
And-
Maps existed before Eratosthenes developed his version of a grid system 100%.
And what are those? How can I say distinctions on those maps?
What? So, anyway.
I'm waiting because you've yet to show me maps
I didn't know what you
without.
said. I asked you what you said and you didn't respond.
What did you say?
Distinctions on a map? What do you mean?
They have distinctions like a grid.
Yeah, again, there were maps before Eratosthenes.
And Eratosthenes invented the longitude and latitudes.
No, again, Eratosthenes invented a version of a grid system, not the modern latitude and longitude that we have. And he invented that grid system after he knew the Earth was a globe.
Again,
Afterwards.
he invented a system of longitude and latitude.
Yeah,
Notice
not the
how
modern one.
Aristophanes is the ancient Greek. Attributed the devising the first system of latitude and longitude. New World Encyclopedia. Sorossi was noted for devising a system of latitude and longitude for the maps he created.
Not the modern version that we use today. And again, maps existed before he developed that grid system. Right?
Proposed a system of latitude and longitude.
I just said some words. Do you agree that maps existed before that grid system was invented?
No shit, Sherlock. I've been telling you that the whole time.
There we go then. So therefore maps can exist without a grid system.
What are you talking about?
Right. Now, let's get back to the actual point of this entire conversation, which is celestial navigation. And I asked you for the accurate map that you base celestial navigation on. Could you present me the accurate map? Remember, you can't use a projection because a projection is of a globe, right? So I need an accurate map that, and now let me be specific what I mean when I say an accurate map. I need a map that specifically and accurately details the correct distances of all land masses and the distances between them.
Nautical
Just
charts.
like
nautical charts.
No, again, they don't, because like you said, those nautical charts are based on the Mercator projection, which doesn't have accurate distances.
And we showed how off your Mercator chart is. Your Mercator maps are 3 times
Exactly.
the distance.
Therefore,
Listen. Why are you talking over me? You want me to make a statement, and while I'm making it, you talk over me.
Just say this.
So
Let me
can
just
you
say
let
this.
me? Can I finish my statement?
Right, okay. I need to get back to what you've just said, though,
Can I
because
finish my statement?
Yeah, go on.
Your Mercator projection is what the nautical charts are based on. The nautical charts are based on Mercator. The difference between using nautical charts and the Mercator is astounding, because nautical charts are just sectional maps. So it's got no curve into account. It's simply based on a grid system that comes from
You just told me it's based on the
measurements,
Mercator.
angular measurements done by observations through centuries, which
Okay, no,
is
you just told
which is based
that-
on what a horizontal plane. When you go to
Okay,
the,
right.
when you get to the
Stop,
bottom,
stop.
when you get to the
Stop, you're carrying
bottom,
off the point here.
still same.
You're-
When you get to the bottom
Carrying
of,
off the point here.
can I finish my
Point-
statement? Can I
Far
finish my
away.
statement? Can I finish my statement? When you
Far
get
away,
to the
though.
bottom, when you get to the bottom of the whole argument, even your grid system comes from flat Earth measurements. Congratulations.
100% incorrect in everything that you said there. Right. The nautical charts that you are referring to, which are based on the Mercator projection, that is what we've established, right? But the nautical charts that you're referring to, which aren't specifically for celestial navigation, but that's irrelevant. The nautical charts that you're referring to that are based on the Mercator projection are based on a projection that does not have accurate distances. Therefore, the nautical charts based on that will also not have accurate distances. You need a map that actually shows me accurate countries exactly as they are in the
Nautical
real
charts.
world.
Nautical charts.
Wait, no, nautical charts don't. I guarantee you right now,
Are
you
you-
could not put up a nautical chart that shows me that is based on the Mercator projection, that shows me accurate distances of countries and accurate distances between them exactly as they are in the real world, because the nautical charts based on the Mercator projection are based on a projection of the globe, therefore is based on non-accurate, distorted land masses. So there is no way that you can show me a flat map with accurate land masses. Do it right now.
Can you do me a favor? You know Arctic
Right now.
Reflections.
Right now, show me your accurate map right now.
Do you know
Do it.
Do you know who Arctic Reflections is? Obviously you do.
Stop. Right now, show me your accurate map with accurate land masses,
I
accurate distances.
I can do you one better. I can get you an actual.
Show me.
I can,
Just put it up. Put it up. Your screen
I
sharing.
can-
Just put it up.
I can do one better. I can get you an actual navigator, Arctic Reflections, and he can bring up nautical charts for you, and he will just tell you what you just said is actual bullshit.
No, he won't,
And
because he
he's a
agrees. With
globie. Oh, you just said the nautical charts he uses every day are not accurate.
Again, they're not an accurate map that shows accurate representations of countries exactly as they are. Can you show me the map? Show me it now. Bring it on the screen and show me the map.
All nautical charts
No,
are accurate maps.
Stop. Show me the map. Bring it up on the screen right now. Show it to me.
Do you understand a nautical chart is a map?
Show me the map. Show me the map. Show me the accurate map with accurate land distances on
You
right now.
seem to be spiraling here.
I'm waiting for you. We do right. This conversation does not move forward until you show me the accurate map with accurate land masses as we have it in the real world. Please go ahead. That is the only thing that needs to happen right now. Where is your accurate map? Show it to me.
There we go. On screen now. Nautical
Wait,
charts.
let me... Nope. It's not an accurate... What, if that's based on Mercator map, then those land masses are not undistorted.
Do you understand that nautical charts are sectional maps?
Yeah, and is it based on the Mercator map, yes or no?
Yes.
Therefore, it is distorted.
So you're saying a nautical chart is not accurate? Is that what you're saying?
Is that based on the Mercator map, yes or no?
Yes, it is.
So if you were to take these sectional maps and put them out big, would you be able to lay it on the Mercator map, yes or no?
It's a sectional map.
Right, that was a yes or no question. Could you take those sections, put them all together, and lay them on the Mercator map, yes or no?
Yes.
Therefore, it is not accurate because, as you've agreed with me, the Mercator map is not an accurate representation of the land masses.
So, in other words, you are conceding then that your globe, even based on its own maps, are all in
That's
distortion
the Mercator
to
map,
one.
it's not the
Are
globe.
all in
That's the Mercator
distortion.
map, not the globe. It's the Mercator map, not the globe.
Okay, you just heard it, guys. He said that's the Mercator map. It's not the globe. So please tell
Yeah,
McToon the
Mercator
Mercator
map's a
map.
projection
Please
of the globe.
please tell McToon that the nautical charts,
In the chat right now.
McToon. So the nautical charts Mercator map is not globe based. So when someone does do your
It's
challenge,
a projection of the
note
globe.
that FTFE literally said to
Flatzoid,
everybody,
stop,
it's not globe.
Stop strawmanning me.
Congratulations.
Flatzoid,
You
stop
said it
strawmanning. Listen.
yourself 3 times now.
Flatzoid, stop strawmanning me. Listen.
Not a strong
The
man.
Mercator
You literally said that was verbatim.
You are strawmanning me because you won't actually let me make my claim, right? I'm going to
Verbatim.
steal. I am right now going to steel man my position for you, right? The Mercator map is a projection of the globe. The Mercator map does not have accurate sizes of land masses and accurate distances between them portrayed as they are in real life because it is a projection of the globe.
What's this on screen now?
That's the Mercator map. It's
Okay.
not an accurate representation of the globe.
Okay, let me zoom in.
It's not what the sizes of the countries look like.
What is this now? Is this a nautical chart?
Is that the Mercator map? Yes or no?
Is it a nautical chart?
Is that the Mercator map? Yes or no?
Yes. Is it a nautical chart?
Yes. And does the Mercator map have accurate sizes of countries? Yes or no?
No.
Right. So does that have accurate sizes of countries? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wait, you just told me it was the Mercator map, but you then told me the Mercator map doesn't have accurate sizes. So is this the Mercator map? Yes or no?
Listen what I'm saying. Do you understand?
No. Yes or no? We're working with yes or no questions right now, Flatzoid.
Do you understand?
Is that Flatzoid? Right. For the next 2 minutes, I want you to do me the courtesy of answering yes or no questions only. Right. Is
Excuse
that
me. You don't dictate to me what I say and don't say.
for a courtesy?
Second,
right?
no, you can give me the courtesy of actually speaking for once because you've been
So-
over talking me this whole time.
So is
and
that the
you're-
Mercator
and
or
you're-
no?
Listen, I've said it again.
Is that the Mercator map?
It's
Yes or no?
based on the Mercator map, correct? We zoomed
So
out
it
and you
is
could.
the Mercator map? Yes or no?
There we go, Mercator map, correct?
Right.
Is that
So
a Mercator?
right. Next question. Is that the accurate sizes of the countries as they are in real life?
No.
Right. So when you zoom in, are you saying they change?
What I'm saying is they're accurate for nautical navigations.
It is not an accurate map. We have just determined that. Those are the words you told.
So then you're saying then that the people in the ships would always get lost.
Again, is the Mercator map accurate? Yes or no?
You just debunked the globe. I'm not going to say it again. The Mercator map is not accurate.
This isn't the globe. This is the
nautical-
Mercator globe.
Yes, and you said it again. It's not the globe. I 100% agree. It's a flat map.
Yeah, it's the
Welcome
Mercator
to Flat Earth, mate. Nautical
No,
charts.
because if it was the flat Earth,
Nautical
right, flat
charts
sides.
Nautical charts.
Flatzoid, stop.
Nautical
Flatzoid,
charts
stop.
show flat Earth,
Flatzoid.
mate. Well done.
Except they
Nautical
don't.
charts show
Because
flat
they
Earth.
don't show the accurate sizes of countries.
Okay, let's say we want to go to.
Does this map have the accurate sizes of countries, yes or no?
Yeah. If you're not in the nautical
It
chart,
does.
it's
You
not
just told me
accurate.
it doesn't.
No,
You
the
just told me it-
Mercator. The Mercator. Remember, it's sectional. How big are you on this? How big are you on this nautical chart?
What?
How-
Sectional bits of the Mercator map, correct?
How big are you on this nautical chart?
Sectional bits of the Mercator map, yes?
It's based on the Mercator map, which you in the beginning of the debate says it's not.
Right. Earlier on, I asked you the question that if you were to take all those sectional bits and lay them out big, would they make the Mercator map? And you said yes. Is that still your position?
The whole time.
Right.
You don't understand.
So
You're
therefore-
making my point.
Wait, hold on. Right. So we have just established that even when you zoom in, it is still the Mercator map. Right. So everything that you're looking at there is the Mercator map. So the only question we need to ask is, does the Mercator map portray the accurate sizes of countries and distances between them as they are in real life?
Nope. And do
Therefore,
people
it is not an accurate map.
and
There are
do,
transformations that can be applied to make it accessible for navigation.
so again, with a nautical chart, I'm guessing you've never read a nautical chart before.
I've read many nautical charts because I've done about 1,000 hours with a section of celestial navigation, and all the nautical charts that I used were just literally based on a globe.
Great. So okay. So you would say now this is accurate then? Was the nautical charts accurate?
Yeah, they were all based on the globe. They were very accurate, 100%.
So I got it on screen now. You said 2 minutes ago it's not accurate.
Yeah, the Mercator map isn't accurate. The globe that I was using was.
But this is a nautical chart.
But here's the thing, right?
Is this nautical chart accurate or not?
Hold on. Right. Let me say something specific, right? I'm not saying that you can't use projections to navigate. Right? I'm not saying that that's the case. But when you use projections to navigate, like the Mercator map, you have to include transformations from reality to that projection. Based on your position on the projection, the transformation might be slightly different. You know, like if you were using the A map. Excuse. Sorry, air is very dry here at the moment. If you were using the A map, right? You can use that for navigation, but you have to understand the transformation between the A map and the globe. Because the only accurate map that shows distances correctly is the globe.
Okay, now I'm going to ask again. Remember I asked you earlier about scale. Why do you think you have different scales for different locations?
On what?
I got on screen. This is the one nautical charts for South Africa
the different scales for different locations on what?
on the ocean. Let's say you're going to Lambert's Bay.
What do you mean on the ocean? You're not making any sense.
Nautical is ocean based. So the scale of the chart is a nautical chart. Correct?
The scale that sentence doesn't make any sense.
Remember when I asked you, is it a larger scale or smaller scale? Which one gives more accuracy?
The lower the number, the more accuracy.
Okay, so
but that's not saying that it's all based on the same map. You might have a map that has a certain scale of 1 to 25, but that might not be the Mercator map. There might be a different map that allows you to have that specific scale.
all the maps, all the nautical maps, they are based from the Mercator. Now the thing is with the
Not all nautical charts are based on the Mercator.
show me a nautical chart that's not.
No, you just made a claim that all of them are, so you would
Show
need to
me a
substantiate.
nautical chart that's not. You made a claim that it's not.
Citation says that most of them are. It doesn't say that all of them are.
Okay, but show me one that's not then. Go ahead.
Not a nautical chart that isn't based on the Mercator projection. Yeah, go to mctoon.net/Polaris, and there's a whole bunch of nautical charts that are not based on the Mercator projection.
MC2.
Actual nautical charts for navigation.
Okay,
and they're not based on.
Okay, we're going to McToon's joke of a website. Okay, where do you want me to go?
Go to mctoon.net/Polaris.
mc2.net/Polaris. Let's see. Polaris. Okay. There we go. That's not a nautical chart. Not a nautical chart. Not a nautical chart. Not a nautical chart. Where's the nautical chart?
Hold on.
Showing an almanac. An almanac is not a nautical chart. Do you understand the difference between a nautical almanac and a nautical chart?
I'm just getting the right page. Give me a second.
While he's looking, guys, I just want to say thank you all for coming. If you do have any questions for Craig, please do send the super chats through so I can copy and paste it in to ask him when we get to the Q&A shot. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing.
Just getting some. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just getting some stuff.
I'm enjoying this though.
Yeah, so you still haven't shown me an accurate map, which is wonderful.
It's a nautical chart.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
that's based
map.
on the KO projection, then it's not accurate as we know.
So then, to your words, then all navigations ever done over the oceans, nautically, are inaccurate. No one will get to their destination.
I never said
Thanks.
that because I mentioned that there's transformations to be able to accurately navigate when you are using a flat map.
And what are those transformations?
Well, it depends on which map you're using.
Nautical chart. The ones you're saying is inaccurate.
Yeah, not all nautical charts are based on the Mercator, though. There's many different ones.
Still waiting for you to provide evidence of that too.
Well, no, you said that they all are, so, I mean, that's a lovely claim that you
Most
made.
of them, yeah.
Yeah, no, you said all.
Yeah, I'm going to say all because it's most of them. Over 90% of them
They're all
are
and most
Mercator.
are-
So let's best it this way.
Here's a specific one. If you use...
Can you show me your screen?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just getting I'm getting it up, and then I will find the actual thing. But if you use the Great Circle Sailing chart, it uses the mnemonic projection, which is centered on a single point, usually north or south, and projects Earth's surface on a tangent plane. Great Circle Sailing charts are designed to help mariners plot the shortest route between 2 points on Earth. So that doesn't use Mercator. Let me get the actual map up for you. Great Circle Sailing chart. So you're just wrong when you say all of them
Just wrong.
are based on a Mercator. Right, here we go. Oh, Great Circle. Oh, American Nautical Services. Let me bring my screen up so you can see it. Display one.
Great circles on Mercator charts. Originally designed to use nautical navigation, Mercator's projection is a map of the Earth's surface
this
on
is
which
not
straight
Mercator.
lines. Well, Wolfram computation meets knowledge says so. Great circle route and its plotting in chart projection.
What's he talking about? Where on? This the specific one I'm talking about. Great Circle Sailing chart uses a mnemonic projection. And it says here.
Can we see it?
Sorry, I'm showing the wrong one. I'm showing me. Hello. The Great Circle track appears a straight line on gnomic Great Circle charts.
And what's a what's a demonic? What? I can't pronounce it.
It's gnomic. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gnomic projection that is it's not Mercator, but you can then plot it onto. So that's all these things are here. These are gnomic projections that are not Mercator based.
Can you show me any navy in current world that uses those charts, please?
I wouldn't know specifically, but this is you said that all of them are based on Mercator. I'm showing you ones now
Most.
that aren't. They're
Yeah, most.
economic.
90%.
No, you said all. You said all.
I stick
all
by
and
that.
most.
You know why I say all? Because
You can't stick by it when I'm showing you.
all the navies use the same charts, mate. Even this
no.
one you got here, you see that.
It's a lovely claim that you've just made, but I have debunked your claim that all nautical charts are based on the Mercator. Because they are not.
Economic is based on the same latitudes and longitudes that the Mercator has, correct?
It's not a Mercator projection, though.
Has
So
it
you're
got,
wrong.
Has it got the same latitudes and longitudes of
Doesn't
a
matter, it's not a
Mercator?
It's not a Mercator projection, therefore you are wrong.
Simple yes or no. Is it based on the same grid system or not?
No. It's not based on the same coordinate system.
So it's not if you 21
It's
degrees
not- it's
south.
different.
If you 21 degrees south on the
Different.
nomic, it's not the same as the
Right, so
Mercator.
I've debunked you. No, there's no going back here. I have debunked you.
You have not debunked anything. You simply
I
running
literally just
away.
I'll do it again. I'll do it right now. Your claim, right? I will debunk you right now. Your claim is all nautical charts are based on the projector. 3, 2, 1, debunked.
90% yes, all. I'll say
No,
all
that's not-
because, again, stop
You
misrepresenting.
know the difference between all and most, right? You know those are different things.
Yeah, but I'm saying why I say all. Because the navies use the Mercator.
Irrelevant, and I mean you've no evidence that all navies in the world use Mercator anyway. That's just a claim that you've made, and don't ask me to disprove it because that's not how it works. You have the burden of proof. So your claims are just wrong, right? You don't have an accurate flat map. Simple as that. You don't have a map that is flat that accurately shows the sizes of the countries. Countries. You don't have it because it doesn't exist. The only map in the world that shows accurate distances and sizes between countries is this one, the globe.
Okay, so what's the difference between the economic projection and the Mercator projection? You can read on screen what it says,
they're
correct?
different, right? So they're different, right?
And are you saying the economic maps are accurate?
No, I never said that in the slightest.
Okay, so it's another inaccurate globe map then.
It's a flat map based on a projection.
Great, it's just like all maps. It's flat.
Apart from the globe, of course.
Globes are not maps.
Google it right now. Google, while you've got Google there, please Google our globes maps.
Okay.
Because you seem to trust Google a lot for your information, even though that's not really how Google works.
A globe is a three-dimensional sphere, while a map is a two-dimensional. The globe represents the whole Earth, whereas a map may represent the whole Earth as just a part of it. A globe can be used to get a broad level picture of the world, while maps provide more specific information about different places. Uh-oh.
It's a map, right?
Nope. A globe is a three-dimensional sphere, while a map is a two-dimensional. Uh-oh.
So, is a globe a map, yes or no?
No, it says it on screen.
Dimensional map.
While a map is two-dimensional.
Right? And now, can you just read the rest of that for me? The globe represents the whole Earth, whereas a map may represent the whole Earth or just a part of it. A globe can be used to get a broad level picture of the world, while maps provide more specific information about places, right?
So it's not a map then?
But the globe is an accurate map.
It literally says here, can you read? It's not a map. It says it on screen for you, Craig.
No, it doesn't say that a globe isn't. A globe says a three-dimensional map, right?
It says what happens when, let's read what the word. A globe can be used to get a broad level picture of the world. Okay, what's now? While a map. Do you understand what while a map means? While
Right.
maps.
Now, does a globe have accurate distances between countries?
It's not
Right.
a map, Craig.
Does a globe have an accurate distances between countries?
It's not a
That's
map,
the question we
Craig.
answered.
A globe is
Does a
not
globe-
a map,
Does a globe
Craig.
accurate distances between countries? Yes or no?
Every map has accurate distances between countries.
No, it doesn't. You've just shown how the Mercator doesn't.
But the Mercator's a globe projection, correct?
Right.
So the distances are the same.
So. No.
I think you don't. I think you got a misapprehension of how a grid. I think you got a mis. I think you've got a problem. I think you've got a problem with understanding what a grid system is. I think you.
We're not talking about a grid system. Flatzoid, stop for a second, right?
Yes, you do. That's what a
Does
map
the
is.
globe? Right. No, a grid system is not a map. A map is a map. A grid system can be on a map. You can have a grid system, a map without a grid system. We've gone through
Show
that,
me
right?
the map. Show me the map without the grid system. You have yet to show me that.
Yeah, my globe is pretty good at that. So that's
It
fine.
says on screen, a globe is not a map, and your
There's many
toy,
maps
your
with
toy
grid
sphere is not a map. If
Many maps.
if I need to know to get to a certain latitude or longitude, it's a grid system.
You can have the
which
globe without
is
latitude and longitude,
map-
right?
Sorry.
Right. You can
can-
have the globe without latitude and longitude. They can exist without that,
How
right?
are you going to know where to go if you don't have latitude and longitude?
You can know the distances and directions to go. You don't need
Okay.
latitude and longitude.
Okay, let's do it this way. Take me from Hawaii to Sydney, Australia, and tell me what the distance is there on that globe in your hand. Tell me what the distance is from Hawaii. Without googling it, take your globe in your hand. You said it's a map. Take it in your hand. Take Hawaii.
I don't know the accurate size. The Hawaii.
No. You made a claim. You
Not
made
by
a claim.
heart.
You made a
If I
claim.
want, wait. Let me explain. Right, I don't know these things off by heart. But if I wanted to find the accurate distance, I would use the globe.
Take
right?
the globe in your hand. Take the globe in your hand. Quickly point.
Again,
point,
I don't know
point
the
at,
distance.
Point at Hawaii. Point at Hawaii for
I
me.
Google these things, right? I would have to Google what is the distance, right? I can't look at this right now
So
and
it's
just
not
go,
a map
well,
then. So it's not a map then.
it is a map because
Congratulations.
it's accurate sizes and distances between countries, right?
Does
But,
a map give distances?
here as well,
Does a map
It-
give distances because of scale?
right? So this has a scale of 1 to 150 million.
Okay, so pick it up quickly for us.
Uh,
Quickly hold your
right.
finger on Hawaii, and then hold your finger on Sydney,
Wait, let me
Australia,
talk.
and show me the distance, please.
I'm
Because you got the
trying
scale.
to talk. I'm trying to talk, right? So this has a scale of 1 to 150 million, right?
That's fine.
So for me to be able to, I would need something that can measure the spherical distance. I can't just do it with my finger. You know, I would need something.
But you said it's a map.
compass.
You said it's a map.
Yeah, but that doesn't. You usually need things to read maps.
A grid
Right?
system, like a grid
I
system.
don't have those. I don't have the things to read a map with me right now.
Okay, if
do
I
it.
am
It's just-
if I am 30 degrees from Polaris, do I know my distance on a grid system?
That's irrelevant to whether you need a grid system for a map. You don't. The things are
What's 90 minus 30? Would
40.
be
That's
60.
irrelevant to whether.
Sorry? It would be
90
60,
minus
not
5.
40, at 60.
90 minus 40 is 50, not 60.
I said 30.
No, you said 90 minus 40.
Okay, I mean 30. Okay, 40, it doesn't matter. 90 minus 40? is
Wait,
50.
hold on. Can someone please clip that for me where Flatzoid just said that 90 minus 40 is 60? Please, thank you.
I meant to say 30, but anyway. So,
No, you said because that's
well,
what
I
you
thought I
it was.
said 30, okay? Just misspoken. Anyway,
Do
in-
maths.
well, you don't even know what a map is. You think a toy globe is a map, and when I ask you to actually show me
Very
on
accurate
your
map.
toy, then pick up your damn globe, show me the fuck where the distance is between Hawaii and Sydney. Go ahead.
Well, I would need. Okay, so I would need something.
I am not going to
to
say a word further on this whole
listen,
debate until you show
listen
me
to
that.
me.
I'm going to
Listen to
stand
me.
firm till this. Show
Listen
me.
to me, right? I don't have the things to measure around this
So
right
not
now
a
with
map.
me.
So not a map. Congratulations.
No one said that, right? But I don't have the things with me right now to put on here and go, so that's 12 centimeters on the
No
globe.
map then. No map.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I don't have those things with me right now.
So no map.
Just
then.
like to have a Mercator map, right? And you were to want to calculate a distance between one point and another, you would need a tool to do that, right? I don't have the tool to do that right now. But this is an accurate map of a scale of 1 to 150 million.
So no map then, you have no destination to go to,
You said-
no distance.
This
No
is
map.
an accurate... Right. This portrays the accurate distances between countries, the accurate size of the countries.
So give me the distance. Without Googling it, show me on your map the distance,
The
please.
tools with me to do that, right? It's
Oh.
that distance right, between Hawaii and what?
You don't need a tool on a map to work out the
Between
distance.
Hawaii tools to read maps in general.
You don't need a
what-
tool on a map to work out the distance.
What do you want the distances between?
That's why you have latitude and longitude
What
grids.
do you want the distance between? Tell me.
Hawaii and Sydney, Australia on your map.
All right. So, where's Sydney in Australia? Which side?
The left side.
Right. Okay. So, it's from there. Hawaii is there. Okay. So it's that distance times 150 million.
So not a map then.
But yeah, it's that distance, whatever that is. I don't have a tool to measure that right
You
now.
see why it's
but
important? You see why it's
that distance-
important?
It is that distance, whatever that is. If I had a tool to measure that, I could tell you. But it is that distance times 150 million,
Okay.
right? And that 1 to 150 million will be accurate for any position on this globe, any of them, right? But there is no flat map in existence that has a scale that stays the same for every part of the map. It doesn't exist.
There's no map in existence that has, hence why you have nautical charts. That's not a map, you just provided proof it's not a map.
The 1 to 150 million is accurate on this.
So measure
Right.
it for me. If it's a map, measure it for me.
That much times 150 million.
And how much is that distance?
I don't know exactly. I'd have to measure. I don't have anything to measure with me right now.
Oh wait, go get a
Just
protractor,
like
get a
if you were to
ruler.
take, if you were to take a Mercator map and you wanted to use it to calculate the distance between Sydney and Hawaii, you would need a tool to be able to do that looking at the map.
If you measure a co-altitude angle, you have your distance.
Yeah, so you need a tool to do that, right?
No.
So you can measure a co-altitude angle without a tool.
Actually, you do need a tool for the angular measurement, but once you have the angular measurement,
Yes, so you need a tool to be able to measure to figure out what you're doing,
you're
right?
measuring the angle and you're calculating the distance. Why? Because you have a map.
Yeah, so you need a tool, right?
But let's take a map now, and you do not even need a tool for that. Why? Because you've already got your latitude and longitude grids.
Let me.
Let's say I'm in South Africa where I am now, okay?
I've actually got a bit of a tape measure here. Bear with me just 1 second. Right, I'm going to see roughly. Bear in mind this is 1 to 150 million, right? So my measurements are probably going to be off because I won't be able to get exact accurate. But if I just put the tape measure, let's say 5.5 centimeters, right? That's what on here. 5.5 centimeters, roughly, between where Sydney is and Hawaii. Right? What's 5.5 centimeters times 150 million? Computer. What is 5.5 centimeters times 150 million in miles? Right, 5,126. Computer, what's the distance? Computer, what's the distance between Sydney, Australia, and Hawaii? Oh, so 5,074, and based on my distance, I got 5,100. That's pretty fucking damn close, based on a scale of 1 to 150 million, right?
And weird how you didn't show it on screen. when you did this?
I just did the calculations in real time.
You know, it's easy to get someone to find it for you. That's why it took so long to do it. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Do it again. Let's do it again
It's
quickly.
1.5 centimeters, right?
Let's do it. Oh, what's going on with my... Let's do this again quickly. Hold the ball up in your hand. Take the same...
Sorry,
Take the same... Hold the ball up in your hand.
Where's my fucking... One sec. I have dropped everything on my... Right. So, I knocked everything over and I'm trying to find my fucking... The actual ball now. So what I'll do, I'm going to go and quickly grab a better measure, alright? Because the one I've got is very small.
But this one was accurate. You just did it for us. Why do you need to get something else?
I used a ruler, right? I want to use a tape measure so that I can put it on it. So you give me 1 second, I'm going to go and get a tape measure.
Okay.
Alright? Let me just swap this over. I'll be back in 1 sec.
Okay, I'm going to pause this. Guys, this, I don't know. This is sad. We put on screen that it's not, a globe is not a map, and he wants to fight tooth and nail for a map. If you have a map, you don't need any tool to measure the distances. That's why you have a longitude and latitude scale with the... How do distances work on maps? To measure distances between maps, 2 points on a map in centimeters or millimeters, multiply the scale of the map divided by 1000 centimeters, blah blah blah. This is based on simply showing a map. You don't need to actually go and take a ruler to do so. This is crazy. But I love how he runs away, guys, from this. Look how out this is. This is the AE map, 511 kilometers out. This is what Ruif got, remember, guys? And this is what the Mercator, this is the globe projection map, 2,498. And this is the rectangular, 2,196. But the flat Earth map is way out,
Right,
guys.
sorry, I am back. I have a tape measure now.
Let me see what he's saying. Okay, can you show us?
Here we are. Right, so
Okay, pick up your globe.
let me put me on big screen. So I just used like a roll and a bit of paper before, but this is the tape measure bend. So
Okay.
we go
Kazakhstan. Okay, now you can go to Kazakhstan.
whereabouts in Kazakhstan? It's quite a big country.
Just go, it doesn't matter. Center of Kazakhstan does not matter.
Belarus. Right. So let's go from
Kazakhstan.
the east border of Kazakhstan, right?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh my god, the thing's it's magnetic. Right, so this isn't even right. So the east border of Kazakhstan is over here.
Okay.
Stick the tape measure there. Where do you want me to go to?
Go to Italy.
Whereabouts in Italy?
Doesn't matter.
Right to the
Just go to Italy itself. We're going keeping a big scale. Instead of the border of Italy.
Tiny. So we are. So the south of Italy to Kazakhstan, the east coast of Kazakhstan, gives us on here, laying it across it, about 2.8 centimeters. Kind of hard to see,
Okay,
right?
2.8. Okay.
All right, that's about 2.8 centimeters. So, from the east coast of Kazakhstan to the south of Italy. Computer, What's the distance between the east coast of Kazakhstan and the south coast of Italy? That doesn't help. Right, can you just Google it yourself, Flatzoid, right? What's the distance between the east coast of Kazakhstan and the south of Italy?
What was your answer?
Well, I don't know the distance yet. I've got on here about 2.8 centimeters. So, computer, what's 2.8 centimeters times 150 million in miles? It's about 2,610 miles between the south coast of Italy and the east coast of Kazakhstan.
About 2,643.
So that's about right, yeah?
Yeah. About 30 kilometers off.
Yeah, I mean, if you give me accurate cities, I could, and a smaller thing. But like I said, this is 150 million to 1. That's the scale, all right? And even using the 150 million to 1, and pretty kind of, even a tape measure, a computer, stop.
Okay, but now I want to ask you, when you walk around with a map,
any distance on here, that's the thing, and it will be accurate.
now when you walk around with a map, do you walk around with a tape measure or a ruler to get the distances between that map?
If you walk around with a map, just a map, you wouldn't be able to tell anything about it. You would need a tool to use that map.
So if you are looking at a map, let's say, I think you're in Scotland, correct? And you say you need to go to Scotland Yard to, let's say, to the closest cemetery, and you're looking on your map, you'd be able to work out your distance, correct?
To work out it's different in modern day, because if I want to do that, I would just put it in my GPS and it would tell me the distance that the roads are.
Yeah.
Right? But if I want to work out the distance as the crow flies, that's a different thing.
So a map,
But,
so a map
do
gives
that
you a
on a
route. So a map gives you a
It-
route.
Yeah, a map gives you a route. But for instance,
Does
my
a globe
GPS.
give you a route? So does
Hold
a
on,
globe?
hold on.
So does a globe give you a route?
Yeah, the globe. That's what I was about to say. The GPS on my car, on my Hyundai Ioniqs, is actually a globe. You can zoom right out when it's giving you directions, and it show a globe, and zoom right back in.
No, that's
So
just
that's what my car,
that
my GPS.
3D. The 3D
globe.
modeling is a depiction for your globe. The grid system is flat.
Yeah, but no, it's based on the globe. It actually shows you when you zoom right out that it's a globe and goes back in. It's the same image. It's based on the.
Again, they draw the three-dimensional globe for you for aesthetics. That's not the actual map. The
globe shows
the data is based on a grid system, which you said you do not need for your globe.
Data is based on reality.
So a grid system.
It's an accurate depiction of the world. The map on my Hyundai Ioniqs that it shows has an accurate distances between countries, just like this does. Again, I've
And
just
it
shown
has
you
latitude and
this-
longitude
hold on,
lines.
hold on. I've just shown you that the globe, gives you accurate distances between countries. You could give me any two places in the world right now, and I can use this, and I can use this, and I can tell you how far apart those are. If you
So
were to
not
use
a
a flat
map then. So not a map then.
Listen, if you were to use a flat map and you wanted to know the distance between A and B, you would need a ruler. You would need a compass. You would need a scale. You would need everything to be able to read that map and accurately depict it. But this goes back to the original point, which we've kind of got away from, that the only accurate depiction of the world that shows accurate distances between countries, the accurate scale of the countries, the accurate size of the countries is a globe. There is no flat map in existence that accurately depicts how the countries are in real life.
Again on screen, a globe is not a map.
Again, A globe is the only thing that accurately depicts the differences, the distances between countries.
False.
There is no flat
Nautical
map that
charts.
does. Nautical charts based on the Mercator map do not have accurate depictions of countries.
So if you are sailing,
You can navigate using a nautical chart based on the Mercator projection. You need a transformation to be able to do that.
if you are,
If it is based on the Mercator projection, it is not accurately depicting the size of the countries. We have established that.
so when you sail from one country to the other and you use a nautical chart, are you
You
saying
use the
that?
transformation.
Are you saying? So what's the transformations then?
I couldn't tell you off my head, but there's transformations involved between flat maps and globes.
Nope. They follow
Yes,
simply. They follow the longitude and latitude lines, the grid system.
Yeah, and the latitude and longitude lines will be distorted the same way that the map is.
Do you know how a dead reckoning is done on the nautical chart?
Yeah, dead reckoning is you estimate the direction you're going. That's literally how submarines navigate
Okay,
without
so
you.
great. So
So,
if the map,
Hold on, you asked me a question. So dead reckoning is basically you point your ship or your boat in a direction and you hope for the best.
so if you have your dead reckoning in your line of position, and you're saying that the maps are not accurate, you are going in the wrong direction. Then
Again, you would base the position based on a globe. Which
a
I've done. I've
nautical
actually navigated
chart.
Hold on.
You
Right,
said the
so-
nautical chart is not
wait,
accurate.
one second. Right, Flatzoid. Right, so I worked on HMS Westminster Type 23 frigate. Okay, on the bridge of the Westminster. On the bridge of the Westminster, there is a box, and in this box there is a globe.
The gyro compass.
No, it's not a gyro compass, right? It's what they use for navigation, right? And this globe sits in this box with, a dome out towards you, and you can move this globe.
And it
to
follows the
then-
latitudes and longitudes. It follows
let
the
me
latitudes
finish.
and longitudes.
Let me finish before you interrupt, right?
I know what you're talking about.
No, you don't. Let me finish and tell you what I'm talking about. It is a globe, right? It's not flat. It is an actual globe that sits in the box in front next to the captain with a dome of it coming out, and it has 4 bits of metal coming above it with pointers going down. And you can change these pointers based on the transformations or the distances that you need to go between A and B, and it's all based on a globe. Right, it's an actual physical globe. Yes, that globe will have latitude and longitude on it, so that they can also calculate what the latitude and longitude is. But that is what they use when electronics go down, when everything else goes down. They will use the globe as the physical thing to calculate where they want to go. If they're using dead reckoning, they will base it on the globe.
So, tell me, when have you ever used that globe for?
When I was doing my training to sail the
submarine.
ship.
But weren't you not in a submarine?
I did both surface ships and submarines, so I'm talking about the HMS Westminster, which is a surface ship.
Mhm.
And when I did my training as an engineering artificer on the surface ship, part of that is knowing all the systems, including navigation and everything. So, part of my training was to navigate the ship under conditions that don't have all the electronics and stuff. As you have to show that we can do that, and we use the globe.
Okay, then I want
Just
to,
nothing else.
then I want to ask you. So, how are you going to plot your direction on that globe?
Well, you would use the most recent information based on where you are, and you would use a compass, and you would figure out how fast you are going based on wind speed and everything, and then you would point. You would say, right, okay, so according to this, we need to go this way to get to where we're going. So we're here on the globe. If we travel at X amount of knots in X amount of time, we will be here on the globe.
So, in other words,
You point
guessing. In other words,
you
using
say-
the globe to guess where you need to go.
That's what dead reckoning is guessing. If you're using dead reckoning, it's literally guessing, right?
But
And
but your dead reckoning is based on already known information, correct?
Hold on. When, say, you've then traveled that distance, and what you would do is you would recheck. You would do celestial navigation. You would use radar, or you would look for landmarks to refine your position so that you can continue to do Dead Reckoning. But Dead Reckoning isn't something that's done a lot because we have systems in place of that. But
you have
the
information to be able to do that.
Is a globe, a literal globe.
No.
Yes.
No. Nautical
Oh, you
charts
can say no all you like,
nautical
Terry,
charts
what actually did it.
Nautical charts tell you were wrong.
Which ones? Because not all nautical charts are the same.
Show me one navy that doesn't use the Mercator projected nautical charts.
Well, I just told you how the Royal Navy would do in a Dead Reckoning situation. Now, of course, they could use the Mercator, but transformations would be involved in that because, as you've shown, your own words, the Mercator does not accurately depict the sizes and distances between countries.
No map does.
The only thing that has accurate distances of countries is the globe.
It's not a
Why
map.
is that?
It's not a map.
Whether you call it a map or not, it's the only thing that has accurate distances between countries.
Great. So we can. How was
And it
your
can be-
globe? How was your globe foundations created? How would the latitude lines
Geography.
observed? Geography.
Yeah, they mapped it out and they knew it was a globe.
Great.
Irrelevant.
So
The
so
globe.
they mapped it out from the sky.
Finish. Let me finish. Right. Whatever you're going to say is 100% irrelevant to the fact that the globe has accurate distances. That's what you can't get away from here. All right.
And
There is no.
and you
wait,
know,
wait. Please let me finish my point. All right, and then I will let you respond. I promise. Right. There is no flat map that accurately depicts the size, position
nautical charts.
between countries. There is none.
Nautical charts.
The only thing that does is the globe.
Nautical
The
charts.
globe. Wait, you're wrong. The globe has accurate distances between countries. The globe has the accurate size of the countries. The globe has the accurate size of the oceans. The globe has everything accurate. There is no flat map that does. No matter how much you say nautical charts, the nautical charts you are referring to are based on a Mercator and therefore do not.
So we can tell every navy in history, sorry guys, don't use nautical charts because FTFE says it's inaccurate.
Again, they can use transformations. They understand that
You
they
still
are
haven't-
projections.
You still haven't given me those transformations you're talking about.
Just look them up.
No, I want you to give me the transformations you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know them off by heart. I don't know the transformations
So you're just
between.
making shit up then.
Well, I could find them for you.
That'll be great.
You admitted to me that the Mercator isn't accurate. Yes.
Where is the transformations, Craig?
It's like you answer different questions. Did you or did you not admit to me that the Mercator is not accurate?
You also said the Mercator is not accurate, but you're obfuscating from me
Yeah,
asking
so
you.
we-
You made a
it's not
positive
accurate.
claim that you said they
I
use.
agree with that, right? Flatzoid. We agree that, right? We
So
agree
nothing then.
isn't accurate. Yes.
So you got no
100%.
transformations then. You got no
Wait,
transformations.
hold on. Do we agree that the Mercator map does not accurately represent the sizes and positions of countries? Do we agree with that?
We've
Yes or
been
no?
through that. Yes. Now, can you provide for me?
Brilliant.
provide-
Right. So,
Can you provide now for me what was asked for?
so what do you want? The transformations required to navigate on the Mercator compared to the globe?
Take the transformations you say they use from those nautical charts. You said the nautical
I don't
charts have
know them off by heart.
transformations.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Well, you
if
should
the
be able to
nautical
find
chart-
something. Google
Listen. Right. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. The nautical charts that you are referring to are based on the Mercator projection. Yes? Is that correct?
it. Sorry, say again.
Are the nautical charts that you are referring to based on the Mercator projection?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. And is the Mercator projection something that has accurate sizes of countries? No, we've established that.
No.
So how can something based on something that doesn't have accurate sizes of countries have accurate sizes of countries?
Because it's the grid system. It's not the sizes of the countries. It's the grid system. That's what you're following. You're following the grid
No,
system.
no. I know you need accurate sizes of countries to be able to do this, or it doesn't matter.
Do you understand those grids warp?
So what you're saying is you don't have anything with accurate sizes of countries.
Those grids warp with each section, Craig.
Yeah, because they're projections of a globe. Right, so are you now changing what you're saying, and you're saying the nautical charts based on the projection, the Mercator projection, don't have accurate sizes of countries?
Why are you trying to misrepresent what I said? And by
No,
the way,
I'm
you
not-
still haven't given. You
I'm
still
trying to
haven't
make sure-
given.
I'm trying to make sure that we're on the same page,
You
right?
still haven't given the transformations yet, Craig.
Yeah, I don't know them. I have to find them and send them to
So
you. I don't
then,
have them.
so then we can throw it away and say there are no transformations. Then.
Well, there have to be transformations because you have agreed with me that the Mercator projection does not have accurate sizes of countries. To be able to accurately navigate with something that doesn't have the accurate sizes of countries, you would need to know.
I literally gave you the answer.
Distortion is
I
there
gave
and
you
what-
your answer. I gave you your answer, but I don't think you were listening.
No, you
know,
didn't.
on the nautical charts, the latitude and longitude lines, they warp with the map. That's a transformation.
Latitude and longitude maps latitude and longitude lines don't warp in real life though.
No, because it's a grid system. You can take that exact same grid system and you can stick it on a pineapple.
What are you even saying?
It's a grid system.
It's relevant. We need
You
accurate
navigate.
sizes.
You
Where
navigate.
is your map that has accurate sizes of countries? Show it to me right now.
You navigate a grid system. That's the
Show
point.
me your map with accurate sizes of countries, or you have nothing.
I already did. Nautical charts.
No, they don't have accurate sizes of countries because they're based on the Mercator, which doesn't have accurate sizes of countries.
Okay, so
again,
if you follow a nautical chart and let's say you want to circumnavigate Africa, for instance, are you telling me that it's not going to work out correct?
no, because there's transformations and things that you can use between the two. But again,
So it's accurate
you
then?
do not have a flat map with accurate sizes of countries.
So it's accurate then? Because you
No, you
can
just said
use
it's
the
not.
same, you can use the maps, the nautical charts, to circumnavigate a continent and you would get the correct distances, correct?
Does the map represent the correct distance? Yes or no?
You're not answering me.
Because your questions are relevant.
No, it's
Unless
not.
you-
If I
unless you-
circumnavigate a country, if I circumnavigate,
Stop. Right. We're going to break this down to one simple thing. I'm going to put you up on screen and you will show me the map that is flat that has accurate sizes of countries.
again,
Go on.
straw manning me.
No, it's not a straw man. That's what we need. If you can't do that, you don't have celestial navigation. End of story. So you are up on the screen
Guys,
now.
have you noticed how he's running away of explaining this? If you are
By the way, I've got the
circumnavigating,
transformation if you want to know it.
let's say you circumnavigate Africa, for instance,
I've
and
got the
use-
transformation if you want to know it.
and
No,
you use
Flatzoid. You're on the
nautical
screen.
charts.
Flatzoid, you're
Why
on the
are you
screen.
talking me? So, guys, what happens?
I've asked you to do something, Flatzoid. Just do it.
Can you stop over talking me? So, if you
Show
are
me the flat map.
if you are
Show me the flat map.
circumnavigating, if
Show
you-
me the flat map.
if you
Show me
are-
the flat map.
if
Show
you
me
are-
the flat map.
if you
Show
are-
me the flat map. Show
if
me the flat
you-
map.
If you are
Show me the flat map.
circumnavigating,
Why can't you show me the flat map, Flatzoid?
if you are
Where's the flat map? Why
circumnavigating,
can't you show me the flat map?
if you are circumnavigating Africa, for instance, and you use nautical
Where's
charts,
the flat map, Flatzoid?
do those distances work out correct or not?
With the transformations applied, yeah.
So accurate then. Nautical charts are accurate. Congratulations.
With the transformations applied, yeah.
Nautical charts are accurate. Thank you very much. So
With the
grid
transformations
systems.
applied. With the transformations applied, they're accurate, yes.
So grid systems. Thank you. That was the whole point.
But they don't show accurate sizes of countries. They don't show what the countries look like in real life.
Sizes are not what's in contention. It's the
If you
navigation
have a map,
over
if you
the
don't have a map
grid
that shows accurate sizes of
system.
countries, you don't have celestial navigation. End of story.
You're literally making my point here,
Where is
right?
your map? Where is your map?
Do you understand that you
Flatzoid,
navigate?
show me that.
Do you understand you navigate grid systems, not sizes
You don't
of
navigate
countries?
systems, and you can use grid systems to aid navigation.
Okay, show me how you navigate without a grid system, please.
I can just use a compass and go in a direction.
Okay, now how are you going to know where you're going?
because the compass will tell me what direction I'm going.
Or, okay, let's say you use a compass that was working in the north and you move down to the south. What happens?
I get a compass that works in the south instead.
So you can't use the same compass then?
No, because they're designed to work in different hemispheres, which is irrelevant to your point. So
No,
anyway,
you just said you can use a compass to know where you're going. So let's put it this way.
I can.
Let's put it this way.
I can use
You
compass.
are.
No, you're obfuscating. You're running away from the point, right? I'm gonna keep asking you. Put on your screen.
Let's put it
right
this
now.
way.
Flatzoid, stop interrupting me.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Fast. Right,
If
well,
you,
you
you're
can
being
ask
really
after.
rude. You're being really rude, talking over me this whole
Well,
debate,
let me
Craig.
get this one thing out, right? I just want this one thing, and then we can move
I
on,
see
right?
he's muting
One
me.
thing.
Is he muting me? No.
I haven't muted you.
That looked like it. Okay, so anyway, like I'm saying,
Right. Wait, hold on. It's my
Craig,
turn. It's my turn. I've got
you
one
always
thing.
talking. You always talking.
One
If you wake
Flatzoid.
up, in the
Why won't you stop
middle
and
of
let
the
me ask?
ocean, because you're not letting me
Christ.
talk.
Flatzoid, stop.
You're not letting me
Just
talk.
please. I've got
You're
one
not
thing I
letting
want
me
you to do,
talk.
and then we can
You're not letting me talk. I'm trying to get my statement out.
One
You
thing.
are over
I've got
talking
one
me.
thing I want to do. Flatzoid, please. I've got one thing I want to do, and then we can get to you, okay?
So rude.
Right? This
So
turns first, and then you. All right?
This guy's
Please.
very rude, guys.
I'm just asking you nicely,
No,
right?
you're over talking me this whole debate. I'm busy
You
talking.
keep over talking me when
No,
I'm trying to ask
I
you
am
something.
still busy in my statement, which you are over talking.
You started the statement when I've asked you something. We haven't got past what I've asked yet, which is
And
one
I've
simple.
answered your same question 20 times.
No, you haven't. Why is it not on the screen then? I just want you, whilst we're talking, to put on the screen the accurate flat map that shows the distances.
Nautical charts.
Show me it. Put it up. Show me
Nautical
the
charts.
accurate distances between countries.
We had
Put it up.
We had it on nautical charts.
Well, no, that was the Mercator map, and we know that's not accurate. So
You just conceded 2 minutes or 5 minutes ago that if you are using the nautical charts and you're
you use
circumnavigating, it
transformations, yeah. But again,
So
the
it's
Mercator
accurate
map
then.
is not
Congratulations.
accurate. It doesn't show the accurate sizes of countries.
I'm-
I would like a flat map put on the screen right now that shows the accurate sizes of countries. That's all I'm asking.
you
Please.
don't navigate sizes of countries, Craig. You navigate
Yeah,
the
you do.
grid system,
Accurate sizes of countries. Why don't you have a map that shows accurate sizes of countries?
the nautical charts.
It doesn't show accurate sizes of countries. It's based on a Mercator projection.
You navigate grid systems, Craig. We've been
Navigating-
through this. We've been through
Why
this.
are you ignoring my request, please, Flatzoid? For the last time, please put on your screen a flat map that shows the accurate sizes of countries. That's all I want.
I did already. We've been through
you
this.
haven't. You
It's
should tell me.
nautical charts. Now,
It's
can
not
I make
happening.
my statement, please? Can you shut up and let me make my statement? Please?
Why can't you do what I'm asking?
Because you're not letting me give my statement.
Well, but I've asked something first.
No, you've been saying the same thing over and over, and I've shown you over and over the same thing. So
Screen
stop
share's there.
talking over me. Stop talking over me.
Just
and
do what
listen.
I've asked, dude. Show me the flat map.
Okay, guys, let's do this again for Mr. Not Understanding.
I must have accurate sizes of countries. All right, 100%.
Nautical charts.
But they don't have accurate sizes of countries on them.
There we go, nautical charts.
We've established that. Yeah, we've established they don't have the accurate sizes of countries because it's based on the Mercator projection.
Okay, this block here, is that accurate to scale?
No, because it's based on the Mercator projection.
Are you telling me that's not accurate to scale? So if a boat is going from one side of the box to the other box,
You asked me a
it's
question, let me
not
answer.
a set distance? Is that what you're telling
Ask me
me?
a question, let me answer. Right? No. If that is based on the Mercator projection, then it is not accurate one-to-one. It does not an accurate representation of the size of the countries. Because the Mercator projection does not have the accurate sizes of the countries.
Yeah, Rachel, I've also actually got a headache from this because he's being very dishonest and he's literally ignoring everything.
I'm asking you... That's based on the Mercator projection, what you're showing me, right?
Again, that line in that grid to the line in that grid. If it gives
Is
a
that Mercator
certain,
projection?
it gives a certain distance, correct?
Is it the Mercator projection?
Do they travel that distance in a correct distance?
Is that the Mercator projection? Yes or no? I can't answer until.
It is a flat chart, a nautical chart.
Is it the Mercator projection? Right, I cannot answer your question until you let me know. Is what you have on your screen right now part of the Mercator projection? Yes or no?
Again, I've said it like 30 times. It's based on the Mercator, but it's the grid system. It's the grid system. Can you shut up?
So I can answer your question.
It's the grid system which you navigate.
Wait, hold on. I want to answer your question, but I need to make sure that I have all of the available information. So, what you are showing me there, that on your screen right now, is that exactly what is shown on the Mercator projection? Yes or no?
Yes, because it follows the grid system.
Right. Therefore, it is not an accurate representation of the correct sizes of reality. Because
okay, guys.
wait, I haven't finished. Because as you said yourself, the Mercator does not have the accurate sizes of countries.
Okay, tell me again. So are you, let's say from this point to this point on this grid, it gives, let's just for Pete's sake say it's 20 kilometers. Okay? Are you telling me it's inaccurate? I'm just saying from that pier to that end there. It's just, I haven't measured anything. I'm just saying to that point it's 20 kilometers, just for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Are you telling me it's inaccurate if we take a boat now and sail from that point to that point? You're telling me it won't be 20 kilometers?
Well, you couldn't use that to measure 20 kilometers because if that's the Mercator, there's no accurate scale on it.
So, in other words, you're literally saying every nautical, every navy in history...
Where's the scale on that map?
All of them have scales. This is a nautical chart.
What's the
There
scale?
we go. 0.1 nautical miles to 200 meters.
Right, so is that accurate then?
Very accurate.
Is it not?
It's very accurate.
It's not the Mercator then, when it's zoomed in.
Okay. Oh, so zooming in now makes it not the Mercator. Let's see.
Yeah, because the Mercator doesn't have an accurate scale.
There we go. Now we've got it back to the Mercator. It's zoomed out, correct?
Yeah, so the Mercator doesn't have an accurate scale.
Now, look at the size.
There's no scale on the Mercator map.
500
right?
nautical miles to 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, but that's not the same everywhere across the whole thing. That's because the country sizes are not accurate.
Each block,
right?
Each block has a scale value.
Dude, that's not even a scale. That's a conversion.
Now, a scale value. Now, when we zoom in to a place, you see those blocks. They got smaller.
Because it's just adding a different blocks on there.
Yeah, so that grid system is becoming more and more pronounced, correct?
Yeah, they're just adding different things on there. That's not anything to do with whether the countries are accurately sized, right?
Yeah, exactly,
right.
Television. The grid is the scale. I'm trying to explain it as nice and calmly as I can to the guy.
Let me ask you a simple question about it, right? When you're zoomed out, is that what the countries look like in real life?
No, because it's not
right,
clear about that. Listen, you are straw manning the argument. The argument is you navigate.
I haven't finished my question, please.
But you're straw manning me.
So, no, I'm not. I'm trying to actually get to the bottom of what you're saying, right? So you just told me that when it's zoomed out, that's not what the countries look like accurately. But when you zoom in, it is what they look like accurately. Is that what you're saying?
You navigate the grid. You don't navigate.
Wait. I just because you were saying about whether that's 20 kilometers between that point. So, does the relation to reality change as you zoom in?
No, it's always the same.
Right,
the scale. Are you telling me? Listen, are you telling me this scale is different?
That's not a scale. That's a conversion.
1 nautical mile to 1,000 meters is not as accurate as, let's say...
That's not a scale, dude. That's a conversion.
The conversion is a scale.
No, it's not. That's just telling you what 1 nautical...
Yes, 1 nautical mile is 1,000 meters.
Yeah, that's not a scale.
Look.
That is not a scale.
I'm not saying that's the scale. I'm saying the scale
You
change.
I asked you what the scale was. You said that.
I'm saying the scale changes. The units in the scale change, Craig.
It's not a scale.
That's not a damn scale. I'm telling you, it's the. This guy doesn't get it, guys. He doesn't understand. When you zoom out, the scale is different to when you zoom in. Scale out, different to when you zoom in. Scale out, different to when you zoom in.
It doesn't have a scale on there. There is no scale on there. That's a conversion.
And the conversion is depicted thanks to the scale.
There is no scale. You don't have a scale on that map.
Each block represents a unit on the scale, Craig.
No, there is no scale on that map, Flatzoid. You don't have a scale.
Okay, so this block here. Sorry, I just want to quickly copy that super chat. Thank you very much for your super chats, guys. I will read it out after. I don't think we're going to go on much longer because this guy is literally
has no scale. There is no scale on what you can't zoom in to a point on it and go, this shows 1 mile to 250 miles. That there is no scale on that map in the slightest. You understand that, right? Please tell me you understand that. There's no scale, Flatzoid. You don't have a scale. So at no point is that an accurate representation of reality. You have to use a transformation to navigate with that. And I can tell you what the
I agree you use a transformation. I agree you use transformations.
Well, why were you asking me earlier what the transformation was, and if I couldn't give it to you, it didn't exist?
I said I can use it that the same arguments give me. Because you ask for something, I say, okay, I'm not going to give it to you.
But you need no transformation when you're using the globe. You just follow the
actual... A
actual...
globe is not a map.
A globe has accurate representations of the countries, and you can use it to navigate accurately from
point A to point B. And you're telling me this is not accurate?
It is not. No, none of the countries in that are accurate. None of the countries on that map are accurate representations of reality. You have to use a transformation to use that map for navigation because it is not accurate. I don't know how you don't get this.
Guys,
if you don't have an accurate map, you can't apply navigation to it without a transformation. The only thing in the world, whether you want to call it a map or not, the only thing in the world that you can use for navigation without a transformation is a globe.
Again, you have a grid system that you navigate. You don't navigate a shape. You navigate a grid system.
No, you don't need to navigate a grid system.
No, that's absolutely not. No, Nick, that's not the scale on the bottom left. That's not what I was trying to say.
No, he thought it was the scale, but it's a conversion.
No, Mr.
Thought it was the scale. When I asked you what the scale was, that's when I asked you what the scale was. You read out that bit that's the conversion.
Yeah, I try to explain it to you in simple terms. When you zoom in, it changes the conversion, which means scale changed.
No, it doesn't mean the scale changed. There is no scale.
Bullshit. If you
there is no scale on that map.
All nautical charts have scales.
No, you don't have a scale. A scale is something that will say, well, like on this, right? The scale is 1 to 150 million, and it is accurate for every single point on this globe. That scale applies for here to here, from here to here, from here to here. It doesn't matter. But there is no flat map that has a scale that is the same for the entire map, because no flat map has a scale. Because they are distorted. Simple as that, right? So what this comes down to, Flatzoid, is you can't do celestial navigation on the flat Earth because you have no map to base it on. The only accurate depiction to be able to apply the maths is the globe. And until you or any flat earther can come to me with a map that is flat, that accurately depicts the sizes of countries and the distances between them, there is no argument.
Now I want to show you something.
The wait, hold on. Let me finish my monologue. The fact that the globe has accurate distances is an accurate scale that applies to the entire globe. The fact that the globe shows the countries as they are shows that the Earth is a globe.
Are you finished yet?
Yes, I'm done with that little rant now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's simple. The grid system is the scale. So if you change the scale of the grids, yes, it is. Anyway, you see on screen I have Cape Town to Dakar. Do you know why it says route distance too long?
No, why does it say that?
Because it's a sectional map system.
Cool story, Bo. What's that matter to you giving me an accurate map?
Nautical charts are sectional systems.
Yes, still not accurate representations of the countries as
So
they are in real
it
life.
literally debunks your whole argument that because it's
Not in the
Mercator, therefore it's inaccurate.
Because it's Mercator, it's distorted, and you have to apply a transformation to be able to use it.
So
The only
then-
thing.
so then it's accurate then?
Wait. The only thing in the world that you navigate. The only thing in the world that you navigate without a transformation is the globe.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end it. Yeah, it's 10 to 12, and this he's actually just talking the same nonsense because he's from beginning to end. He's made my point.
You've made my entire point, dude. Honestly, you don't have a map.
Tell me again how a globe is a map while I show on screen it says opposite.
Yep. Accurate 100% distances between countries. The only accurate representation of the sizes of the countries. You don't have that. I do. The fact that I can take the countries and their accurate sizes and pop them on here shows that the Earth is a globe. You don't have a map that has accurate sizes of countries. And that's it. It's as simple as that. But anyway, Flatzoid, I know you need to get off. I know it's late for you. I know this has been heated. I've had fun. Happy birthday. Come back when you've got an accurate map, I guess.
I already gave you one. Nautical charts. Congratulations.
Accurate, as we've discussed many times. So
if you can explain to me in every navy in the whole world why their nautical charts are not accurate, congratulations.
Because you need a transformation to accurately navigate with them. If you didn't need a transformation, then they would be undistorted. But they are distorted because you need transformations. Simple.
So they are accurate then. Congratulations.
They are distorted from reality because you need a transformation to be able to navigate with them.
If I travel from point A to point B on a nautical chart, it's the correct distance, so accurate. Thank you very much.
If you use the transformation to be able to figure that out, the transformation based on the globe.
Oof.
Anyway, hope you've had a good birthday. I'll speak to you soon.
Don't you want to... no one had questions for you, though.
Oh, wait, shit, yeah, I should probably see if there's... for you. I'll just quickly and see if there's any that are directly for you.
Okay, I got Godzilla37. Thank you very much for your $7 super chat. He said, listen to the whole thing, and all I learned is that I already know I hate Craig. And that's a bit harsh.
I love you too.
I'm just going to read mine quick because it's really quick. And then it says, Mark Uranus, $2 super chat. Thank you. Show the North Pole on a map. Easy. Go to the sectional map and you just go to the North Pole. And then Richard G is member for 1 month. He says, welcome to Flat Earth, Craig. And then Goldie, thank you very much for your $10 super chat. Says, happy birthday, friend. Big love from South Florida. Thank you very much, guys, for your super chats. Appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, so we've got ProtoFad, who for $5 asked Flatzoid, how far from the correct latitude longitude coordinates was your answer, and do you consider that a good fix?
On what?
When you did the fix on the
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Ruif did it for me. Totally proving, because what was his claim? That it's impossible to be doing on a flat Earth. And what did he do? He went and got a fix for me. Congratulations.
No, he didn't get a fix. He was over 500 kilometers away.
That's called it's a fix. It's not accurate, but it's a fix, and it was 3 times more accurate than your Mercator.
It's not a fix. A fix would be getting the right point. You didn't get a correct fix.
It's an inaccurate fix.
You were at 500 kilometers away, which is like the distance where I am in Scotland to my parents in Bristol.
Great.
You know,
and the Mercator, which your globe is based on, 2,500 kilometers away.
Yeah, that's because the transformation wasn't applied. But if you did it on the
Oh,
globe,
so was there transformation to the Gleason's map that is only longitudinal? And that's the thing.
there's a
You
transformation
guys
to that
don't.
as well.
You guys don't understand.
As showed
Why?
in
Why
his
don't I
video,
try to talk? Why?
globe, it works, right?
The Gleason map, the AE projection, is a longitudinal and time map, not a latitudinal.
Okay, that's irrelevant. Again, you
It
don't
is
get an
relevant because you guys strawman what the actual map is, not understanding what it's
It's a
made
projection.
for.
Oh, that's
No,
simply
it's
what it
not.
was.
It says literally on the top, as
But it is a projection
is.
of the
No,
that's-
you remember I gave you the patent of it last time we chatted.
Yeah, if that's what it's used for, it is still a projection of the
Flat.
globe.
No, it's not.
But it is. It's azimuthal equidistant projection centered on the North Pole. That's exactly what it is. That's even what the patent for it says what it is.
Yeah, because it's based on flat Earth measurements from a horizontal. We didn't even get to that yet today.
Which doesn't work because Australia
It
doesn't work.
does. But that'll
anyway,
be another debate. That'll be another debate.
You didn't answer Pretty Fad's question. Did you consider that a good fix?
No, because that wasn't my point.
Right, so it
Ruhef,
shows
first of all, I didn't do the fix. Ruhef did it, which he said was impossible to do. And secondly,
Yeah,
he
it
used.
showed it's impossible to do. He didn't do it.
And secondly, he chose the map. I didn't even choose a map. So, congratulations.
So what we've shown is that it's impossible to do it and get an accurate fix on a flat map.
So if you do it on the nautical chart, you'll get the right one. Thank you very much.
Not
If you-
the Mercator, because
If
he
you,
did it on the
use,
Mercator.
if you did the method correct, using nautical charts like you're supposed to, you get the right fix.
The local charts are based on the Mercator, and he did the Mercator, and it was over 500 kilometers away.
So tell
So-
every naval officer throw away your maps because FTFE says it's inaccurate.
Excuse me, hello. I was a petty officer in the Royal Navy, so you can tell me all you like. We would use transformations to be able to do that.
So accurate
Without the
then.
transformations, you don't get any kind of fix.
So it's
Simple as-
accurate then. Congratulations.
Not at all. 500 kilometers out is not accurate. Anyway, Tau Software for $5 says, Flatzoid, how the fuck do you have birthdays on a flat Earth? I don't understand why you couldn't.
Yeah, I don't understand either. Days a day.
Again, for $5 says, Flatzoid, why does the longitude scale on nautical charts match a globe getting narrower south of the equator? Can that work on a flat Earth?
Yeah, because it's a sectional chart, a sectional map. It follows the transitions of the grid system.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a grid system. That's all it is. It's following the grid.
Yeah, still no accurate map though. So Icy Spin for $4.99 says, Flatzoid, is it possible to be at sea and completely surrounded by water? What does this say about the shape of the Earth?
So again,
He says, Flatzoid, is it possible to be at sea and completely surrounded by water? And what does this say about the shape of the Earth?
it says nothing about the shape. It's simply your field of vision. You have a limit to what you can see. I can't help the guy doesn't understand. Optics have limitations.
Be able to see that, Isol.
Yeah.
Let me just check. We've got no other questions for you. Actually, it is still I know Dave McKeegan's got one for you, so let me get to it.
Yay! Shout out Dave McKeegan.
He's awesome. Greybeard for $10 says, Flatzoid, why the latitude and longitude use degrees, minutes, and seconds of arc for units that they describe locations on a flat surface? Wouldn't it make much more sense to use them on a curved surface?
No, because you're working on a arc of degree because the arc is based on a sextant. And because it's a celestial sphere, you're creating your circle. It's vision, guys. It's all optical, that's all. Maybe if you picked up a sextant sometime, you would understand it's an arc reading measurement. If you understand what a sextant principle is, you would understand why it's an arc.
You've never held a sextant, have you?
I don't need to. Just like I don't need to drive a Ferrari to know how a Ferrari drives.
Dave McKeegan for £5 says, Flatzoid, fully zoom in on your open sea map at the equator. The squares are 20 meters wide. Then zoom in at Norway. Each square is 10 meters wide.
Scale.
How is that?
So the grid changes, the scale changes. Congratulations. It's all grid system based.
Which means there's no accurate scale.
It's accurate to the position where you are situated.
So-
why do you think I asked you in the beginning? Why do you use different size scales when you go? Listen. Why do you think I asked you in the beginning? Why you use different scales when going out to deep sea compared to when you are closer to the coast? There's a reason for that, Craig.
Sorry. So you're saying it's perfectly fine for scales to change based on your position, and that for
The
you,
grid system scale changes, yes,
and that for you
because it gives
an-
more. It gives more information. Listen,
Oh my-
the scale of the grid gives more information or less information. Don't try and misrepresent what's going on. The scale of the actual surface stays exactly the same. The grid scale changes due to how much information you want based on it.
No, the actual scale of the land masses changes based on where you zoom in.
It's transformational.
Because it's not it's distorted. Jesus Christ. Last one, Albeus for $5 says
The guy doesn't
Flatzoid
get it.
on a ship and navigated at sea.
I've been on a ship and we've navigated around Cape Town, but that was about it.
Did you get involved in the navigation at all?
No, we were enjoying our holiday. Why would I need to worry about navigating? And it was before I was a flat
right, so
earther,
you
so I didn't
never
know,
actually done-
think about it. Sorry? They
So you
showed
just-
they showed it, but I didn't really bother about it because I was on holiday. And I wasn't a flat earther back then, so it didn't bother me.
So just to be clear, you've personally never done any kind of navigation at sea.
Not at sea, but I've actually done mapping, and I can navigate myself around the bush without any map.
And,
How's that
and
sound?
You've never used a sextant or done celestial navigation or applied the maths or anything. That's
I've,
right.
I've made a Kamal before, if that helps.
Not really, no.
Because
Anyway.
sextant is based from a Kamal. So yeah, same principle.
A sextant is. What angle is a sextant? This is a funny one.
I'm not going to try and respond to that. Because
Anyway,
you're just going
right.
to misrepresent me.
It was don't worry, that's in your video. Anyway, dude, I hope you.
Yeah,
had a
the
good
video
birthday.
that misrepresented me. Yeah.
No, you wait. My video won't misrepresent you. It's fine. I hope you've had a good birthday. I'm sorry that you're having issues with power. I know that fucking sucks.
Mhm.
Thank you for the conversation. I know it's heated, but that's just how these things are. There's no issues. All right.
No, we don't take things personally between us. Like I said, for us, it's all about the game.
Take care, dude. And Earth ain't flat.
Definitely flat. Just bye. Oh, wow. Wow. Guys. Ooh, so I'm not going to have a long after show though, because it is much later than I thought it's supposed to be.
And very pleasant.
Hey guys,
Hey, have you finished?
eventually.
Wow, I don't know how you suffered that, man.
I got a headache, to be honest.
Yeah, I bet you have an arm.
So yeah, thanks everybody for coming. How's that? Telling us all the nautical charts are not accurate. So actually every single navy in history or in the use now should just throw away their nautical charts because they're not accurate, because
They use
Transversional.
transverse Mercator, don't they?
yep, exactly. And I was trying to explain that to him.
Are we going to cover? Are we covering it?
But you're still on Flats.
Yeah, I'm still on
I'm still
live, yeah.
watching you.
Yeah, I'm still
But
live.
that is why they have that correction for magnetic declination in it, because they've skewed all of their charts
Yep.
to match the Mercator.
Yeah, and he doesn't get that the flat nautical charts are all flat grid based.
He was just a big baby tonight. He was an arrogant bugger, wasn't he?
He wouldn't let me talk.
You can't use world charts for sailing anyway; they're too big.
That's the whole point, yeah.
Thing is, Flatzoid, does he get it, or is he stealing it? Like, you know?
Sorry, so again?
I said, does he get it though? You know, or is he just?
I
is
think he gets
accurate
it.
Because
I think he gets it. I think he's just trying to run away because he validated so much of my points on this debate tonight. I can't really call it a debate, but yeah. I was just trying to lead him in a very subtle way to see if he understands his faux pas, you could say.
He was just an obnoxious prick tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hammer's in with his 64 and his 54 as well.
I have to say, yeah.
More so than usual then, Flatzoid, is he? A bit irritable, is he? Never mind.
Yeah, he got triggered quite a few times. App Gaming says it was one-sided conversation between, because FTFE was yelling and telling Flats to shut up. Yep. That's all I got the whole night. I couldn't even get statements out because he kept over-talking me.
Well, I think you need a moderator really, and try and find someone neutral if that's at all possible.
Definitely.
There's no other way to do it. You need to be able to close the line on people.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow night at least I'm going to have a proper debater, Nick Volt. Really looking forward to that. I mean, he's got a...
He's not a dickhead though, is he? Like?
No, he's not.
No,
he's a nice
cool.
guy. And he's got a PhD and everything, so I'm really looking forward to chatting with him.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
So,
But
yeah.
you can study a PhD course for living on the moon. So, you know.
Exactly.
No, that's right.
No, but seriously, Flatzoid, I hope you met that last time you debated that fool.
But like I said, I don't take him personally though, because I do know it's always like this with him. But tonight was just on a different level with him.
It was stupid.
Shall I tell you why? Because that celestial navigation is the globe killer, mate.
But I mean, he started off with making my points, and we couldn't even get to where I wanted to actually lead the conversation to, because he was keep on hammering on the same question: is the Mercator distorting the lands?
It didn't go anywhere. It just didn't go anywhere.
After I answered it like 30 times.
Oh, by the way, when you said that, you did say it right. You said 90 minus 30, not 40. It was your accent. He got your accent wrong.
Oh, so I did say 30.
Right.
So I did say
You
30.
did say it right.
Okay,
I had
because
a little debate with somebody in the chat with that, saying he did say it right. It's just the accent.
because I also thought I said 30, and then he wants to misrepresent me.
You said it.
Then he wants to
You said it.
misrepresent me and cut it out and say I said 40. I'm like, okay, then I said 40, but I thought I said 30. But the whole point he did that though is because he didn't want to concede.
That's always like an honorary Yorkshireman when he says 50.
I should have said 90 minus 30. 90 minus 30. Yeah. But what can I say?
Mate, I can't believe you've done that on your birthday, man.
Yeah, I also don't understand why I did it. To be honest. But yeah, I gotta go because
Have you got some loving coming?
no, she's probably asleep by now. I mean, it's 10 past 12. But I mean, I got work in the morning, so I'm working now.
Are you working tomorrow?
Yeah, we got a lot of work. So it's up again early, go to work.
Man, you need to take a rest, man. No.
The problem is, especially with this month, because there's a lot of public holidays, and we need to push the same amount of work in with them. I mean, I think we worked it out to 16 work days for this whole month. And yeah, we have to push in all the other days that's pushed over. And the panel beaters are struggling because they getting things to me on like 99%. I mean, I need usually 3 to 4 days to do my work, and I've got to push it in a day or two max. So it puts a lot of stress on me. I'll roll the work overtime and stuff and get it sorted. I know it's right.
What are panel beaters like? Are they any good?
Yeah, no, they're good. It just, yeah, it's sometimes it takes long because it's big jobs or whatever, and then it puts me under stress because I don't have time to do what I need to do. But that's like every panel shop you work at. You're rushed to do a thing, it has to get out, and that's it.
I used to have them with they'd have work sat in yard for about 3-5 days, and then they'd bring it in, and then they'd come in and say, I promised this yesterday. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
like, what? We sat in yard all week.
Yeah, but they don't understand you have a line that things come in. If a car comes in, let's say before, and another car comes in, it sort of sits in like an assembly line, you can say. Sometimes you have to push in one to the other, which is a quicker job or whatever. It's all just got to do with planning. Yeah, faciality, I do try and remain composed. like I said, I don't take it personally. I mean, he was getting quite triggered this whole debate. As usual, he's showing he doesn't really understand the topic at hand. I mean, we weren't even getting into the basics of the debate, actually. I thought it's going to be more along celestial navigation, but we couldn't even get past mapping. He thinks a globe is a map.
It didn't go anywhere.
So,
do you not think that might have been a ploy, though?
Yeah, I was thinking he was... You know what I think he was trying to do? The same what Ruhif tried to do and failed when he came on. Remember, they think it's impossible to do it on a flat Earth.
Let's forget about 90 and elevation angles needing a...
But I was trying to get it there. I was trying to get it there, and we couldn't because he kept talking over me. Cheers into the break. Thank you for coming, mate. Okay, guys, I really have to go. So I'll see you guys again tonight, tomorrow night or whatever. I see Dave McKeegan brought out a video, and he has me in there as well. So I'll probably be doing that.
I'll have to have a look at that.
So yeah, I like Dave McKeegan. I would like him.
He's not a dick, is he? Like he's just got old, ancient arguments.
He's an intelligent bloke. He's a nice guy, but I think he's stuck in the cognitive dissonance cycle. And that's why he has to repeat the old arguments, and he's trying to bring up new arguments, but the way he brings it up sounds intelligent kind of thing, but he literally bunks himself while he brings it up.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
And he doesn't understand that, or he realizes he does it and then he rebuts himself without knowing he's rebutting himself.
This is what happens when you're defending a lie, and you see it often with most of them. Like they'll bring an argument up and then they'll debunk that argument in the next breath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just go, sorry, Faciality said, happy birthday, Flatzoid. Mine is in 7 days. Whoop, whoop. That's going to be good, mate. Okay, like I said, I got to go. Thanks again, everybody. We can talk about this tomorrow night if you guys want to. If you want to have a conversation about it, maybe. I don't mind. Because I think it will be a good breakdown of the debate, you could say.
Absolutely.
I was surprised
because you've spent enough time. It's your birthday. Get yourself enough and relax.
It was my birthday. It's already Saturday.
They're gone now.
But yeah, I'm surprised you're still here, Michael. I thought you'd get it, just say, no, stop this.
His voice is like, it's like claws down a blackboard to me.
Yeah, but guys,
it's absolutely brain dead.
But I mean, it's very simple stuff. How celestial navigation works, the fundamentals are based from a flat baseline, and the grid system comes from simply taking what we see in optics and calling it physical. That's it. Thanks all guys for coming. Really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for all the super chats, the likes and everything. You guys rock. I'll see you guys later this evening or tomorrow, wherever you guys are. Yeah, thank you all just for all your support. You guys are awesome. Many blessings, and may the pressure be with you guys.